Asalaamaaleykum mbokk yi ñu ngi leen a nuyu di leen dalalaat si beneen jotaayi Gambia football show on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel.
Audience, welcome to the Gambia Football Show, brought to you by Jollof Football Bantaba, the home of Gambian football. Waaw di leen kontaan naa tam gisee waat ak yow understand ka waaye li nga sol tey dina waar de Chama yaa ngi fule Japan de.
waaye loolu tey Japan laa nekk xam nga maa ngi
dañ koo tere de
dañ ko tere waa
de.
danga la Scorpion Fans Club yoo tere kuy sol jaasi jàmm loolu laa dégg because last time si yow la
waaw day sol Gambia nga bàyyi foreign jaasi yi.
man Gambia ba ñor de waaye lu ma sol moom si man la des xam nga rek Japan mooy suma dakala mooy suma second home
kañ
so doo dee xam waaye mooy loolu daal waaye anyways maa ngi dégg ne maa ngi gis ne yow sa gars yi yéen a ngi over tànga week bi Scorpion Fans Club bi fële ne léegi gars yi laa lifin ak yooyu noonu because last time bu ñëwee fii ñu ngi waxtaan gars seen affaire but di leen waxtaan si loolu noonu neen dugaat si loolu because they made an interview with Star TV, so we will discuss that. But before today we have a very, very big guest. We have a special guest, Modoustic, one of the biggest agents in Gambia. I'm not Dubuka, but he is one of the biggest agents in the Gambia. Not Duche.
kañ dafa xamul rek waaye bu mu nañu ko nangul rek.
Well, before you introducing guests, before you inviting guests, guys, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new around the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. And if you enjoy what we do here, please consider giving us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, move forward. And yeah, without further ado, let me just bring in our guest to introduce him to our audience. Assalamu alaikum BI, nuyu naa la bro. Welcome to the Gambia Football Show on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. We are very, very happy to have you around here today. Naka nga def bro? Nuyu naa la.
Jërëjëf Chama and jërëjëf Che, nuyu naa leen, and thanks for having me. Che, xanaa lu xewoon barki démb nag maa ngi woon sa match bi waaye it was you guys were unlucky,
Bagao United.
Okay. Yaa ko woon kon.
maa ngi foon, game mu nekk laa leen seetaan moom su ma nekkee Gambia moom, playing in now, just unfortunate with the result anyway. But hopefully next time.
Yeah, thanks. But that was our worst game of the season.
Wow.
Nu fa demee ci waxuma boobu de gis naa mi ngi bind affaire waaye waxuma game bi ni lu fa demee.
No, I actually
play against naka ñu ngi play against Bakote United Academy or something. Therefore now foofu la Yankuba Minteh jógee, Messi. So obviously the opponents they were very good anyway. But come on, it was one of the worst games of their season. But hopefully next time, in next game they'll be better.
Mooy loolu waa baax na daal suma waa ji defal dara. Bakaw dañu war a égaat Bakaw si ligue bi la gaay belong égalal gaay.
No, dañoo egg sorry dañoo egg sax. Du ñaaka it's part of the game. Win, lose or draw. ñu ngi dogal lu tamit.
Waaw mooy loolu but anyways guys tey bëggoon nañu waxtaan about under 20 bi seen préparation si ak ñu gis ne under 23 bi tamit gars yi ngi am a camp which is preparing coach naka T-boy mi ngi prepare coach T-boy pour license am si ak stuff like that, and under 20 bi we all know what they are training for one of the biggest competition bu Gambia qualify for, that is the under 20 World Cup, which is going to be held in Argentina. So this is going to be a crucial week for them because this is their final week that they will spend in the Gambia. They will go into camp and stuff like that. Though is one thing we want to discuss today, and also loose around lolu. For example, fans club biche we were on last week yang non waxtaan ak guy. Last time you talk about them, and then guy ngi react to lolu nonu, and xam nga mi ngi isi na ay ciow tuuti ba pare yaa ngi gis naa ne tam yaa ngi from the list of players you coach Lay Bojang def gis naa ne choose nga si sa ñoo si choose daal choose nga si sa 21 ñoo xam ne yow foog nga ne ñu it will be better representation for the Gambia in the upcoming World Cup. So we're gonna you said all those kind of things. Then Before tamit BI tamit, of course, he is a former journalist and he follows the proceedings of Gambian football as much as anyone else. Fii daal fu naa fii ñu fi toog daal man may fii ngaaka bi so man daal du ma fee nekk di leen déglu yéen ñaa ngeen wax ma affaire nu ba demee ak loolee leen foog si affaire si. But first of all, bu ñu ñëwee starté si under 20 bi gis nañ ne GFF release nañ in their GFF news bulletins. They say the under 20 they will start a camp, like the camp where they will be together before they go to Argentina. That will start on this Sunday, and some of the players will be joining them late. For example, ku mel ni Kajali Dramé ñooñu dugg nañ si camp bi Ba Lamine moom it dugg na si camp bi ku mel ni Mohamed Sawane moom ñu ngi ko yaakaar pour mu dugal lundi ku mel ni Alhaji Sène moom ñu ngi ko yaakaar Tuesday. There is a little bit of hope there, but that one is not certain. Mamin Sarr moom daf leen a join in Argentina. Ibrahima Singate moom tam bi gaa ngi wait confirmation from his club xam naka la fa demee ba pare they guy organize nañ tamit naka daal di they have a test game that is upcoming, but Lai has to name his final squad by on the 12th, which is very tight right now. Though the schedule is very tight, and players yu mel ni Yankuba Minteh, players yu mel ni Alhaji Sène who could be very crucial to the Gambian team going into the World Cup. Send participation is not certain, so it's very difficult for Coach Lai. Coach ma dooree si yow what is your reaction to GFF seen release bi nii.
waaw caama comme si liñ ko ñëpp amee rek mooy xaw a am njaaxle tuuti ndaxte suñu captain bi was by far our best player in the competition. Understand nga and he's leader of the team. ñu ngi am doubt ndax dina ko make or du ko make, so he's going to be a very very big loss comme ñu koy waxoon rek. In the case of Yankuba Minteh tamit am nga ñu ngi anticipate, we are very optimistic ne dina ñëw represent ñu initially, but as things are going right now ñu ngi xaw a am doubt. Understand. So for his side, it's going to be a big miss for him, for us rather. Understand. And also for him also, because man dama believe ne as far as ne it's under 20 World Cup is is the biggest youth competition. Boo xam ne like so bàyyi xel current players you touch àdduna bi yëpp foofu la gars yi making seen name. Just to name one rek Haaland si under 20 bi la ko àdduna bi xamee bi moo score 9 goals against Honduras. So it gives young players the biggest platform pour gars mun a wane seen boppa. So as far as ñoom su gars yi ñëw te ñu Gambia dañoo miss gars yi, but ñoom tamit it's going to be a big miss for them. So I think that their clubs should also look on that side, xam nga, because at the end of the place ñu expose boppam suñ koy jaay tamit club yi ñuy benefit more. So but then again it's football. Understand? You have plan A, plan B, and plan C. Manolo la ko way. Because every game, every phase in football is 3. Even the principles are 3. Understand? So everything in football, everything is 3. So either you win, lose, or draw. So everything we plan, that's what plan go divide into 3. So plan A, plan B, and plan C. Plan A, more one new. Plan B, I believe the another alternative or replace them so the guy didn't know. Understand? Plan C then way in between new hole. That last minute the new or the new. So everything we put in place now. So Lola, right? As a coach, these are the challenges that you always face, but you have to be ready for the task because everything we go according to plan sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. BI, like a little bit of insight on these players. Like for example, Kumel Kajali Dramé, I know he's one of your players, but of course we're gonna have a segment on your on Modoustic football sports management and PR. So we are gonna have a segment on that. But before you do Gasilo no, like what do you like the schedule is very tight for Lai right now. On the 10th, they have to release the final squad. That is like on Tuesday, they have to release the final squad. And on Friday, they are planning to leave the Gambia and then move, like go to Argentina. But Belegi, uncertainty, there are many there. Kumelni Singate, he is also under your management. Moment participation is not clear. So it's a very, very tight situation for Sun Coach B, Lai Bojang right now. Come coach here, but of course, with the little experience he have, I think dina hamne like you are not always going to get everything you want as a coach, and you're not going to have it in silver platter, everything like that easy. But like I'm gonna see what's your reaction on this list, on this information rather?
Yeah, Jërëjëf once again. With regards to list bi moom, yeah, for now, list bi like illegal code release that, because according to Lumo understand, he will unveil his final squad by Monday, when they got depart fee on Friday on the 12th.
Yeah.
Degala Kajale Dram is in town. Moom fi depuis barki démba, I can confirm that. With regards to Singate, anyway, given this particular statement, and I was actually quite surprised and maybe shocked because Hamnane, I've been in touch with the team manager and some of the officials at the federation, and they've been in touch with Singate as well. And one night, Slavia Prague has given permission for Ibrahima Singate to leave Prague on the 15th of May.
Yeah.
Why? Because on the 14th, Gambia may game. And even Jadon now, the guys at the federation there, you can actually even buy his ticket on the 14th if Suneke flight. I'm not. I understand, because obviously Gambia plays super. So let's say from 3 p.m. upwards, if there's any flight for him to leave Prague to go to Mendoza or anywhere in Argentina, like but we need to wait for Slavia Prague and email, which is actually fine.
Yeah.
But I explain why we're in this situation.
Yeah.
After under 20, I remember immediately the week after, one of them been to any of these clubs I have players there. Put you to release players. You understand? And then obviously you guys will need a place for the World Cup. But then no, what happened was Singate's invitation and Kaja's invitation was sent like I think like a week ago, on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then with all due respect, they got a GFF, they got a Gambia, they got a Sundegala. But with all due respect, you don't expect to send an email like last week, expect them like 1 hour reply 2 days after.
Yeah.
How may I understand? Because it doesn't work like that. Protocol doesn't work like that. When obviously having all the time, like since put one, okay, you get qualified for this, but you've been a club. See, even if they can say players are not gonna be in the final squad, but being in club, see, notifying them there, clear more help. But what happened was they sent this invitation on the 26th of April, which is like last week Wednesday, and on the 3rd was the first week. You understand? Slavia were preparing for a cup final against Sparta Prague, which of course, if I was Slavia, will I reply to GFF or will I put my focus on winning the
game? Definitely.
Exactly. And then unfortunately also what's happening right now is Singate should have come actually after this weekend, but Mom may play for the second tier side because that's the plan. Mungi is to another final, and then there's a development part for the first team. One and then for the register, but then he cannot play. Not because of his quality, but because of Slavia celebrating their, I think, 100th anniversary or 150. So they need to win the league and they need to win something. Yeah. So by even this year's Conference League or Europa League final, no co-host. But unfortunately, guys, tournament. So they need to win something. And obviously for the B team, you get struggle, whether they not delegate or what, they really don't know. And then Singate is one of the key players, winning scoring for them, winning games for them. So they were like, listen, yeah, exactly. So what we're gonna do now is okay, how many this means a lot to him, and then for the Gambia, we'll release him, but only after the our game on the 15th. And there's a big chance that they didn't stay selected. Okay, playing that game, what they drew. The next game is next week, I think Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. So one guy and buy the ticket or even issue it, he can leave on the 14th, immediately after the game, and then he flies. So all of a sudden, seeing they're waiting for confirmation or something. For me, it's like how much but it's really not something that
to worry about.
Like to worry about, and it's something I'm surprised when I say that, because obviously. Confirmation with John Nenko. Even Singate himself, one guy in the club, one money. I can leave on the 15th.
Yeah.
You understand? And on the 15th, why on the 15th? Because obviously, you claim why on the 14th. It might mean that money couldn't ticket on the 14th, like let's say midnight, which means that he'll miss the game. So, no wonder club in on the 15th. But then obviously, club, I think they didn't reply because that's what under 20 officials want. I'm hoping that they will reply because they were one hour with one of them, and like one and then nakala and then they play after their game today against Bohemians. So with this Singate issue that in a way I don't like it. They saying it that way because it makes the boy maybe look bad in the eyes of some supporters, or it makes Lavia Prague look bad in the eyes of some supporters. But the people finally AFCON under 20 learning one bindale these boys will be needed fully likely. So how much David or so how much David Mohammed but so how much where the competition gonna be held sir. Munga binda. You understand? Lomota I really like in a way Tom Sanford how he does his things. Then you release his 50 players. You understand? Now you want the invitation to 50 clubs. You understand? Even though Munga have his final list of players, but you give enough notice to these clubs. But unfortunately, this has been going on with this under 20 for a long time, which for me is not a problem because like I did invite or something, but it's always nice to give respect, to these clubs. Because you're not going to fight salary players, you're not going to donor players, you're not going to your chance be. Because if they were not playing in this club, maybe they didn't even invite to this under 20 competition.
Yeah. I think one guy yep fofu nonu. Ku melni Kajali mom gane Kajali mom ngi fofu nonu and hopefully Singate we will have him in due course and yeah, we can move from there.
No, Singate mom nakala Singate mom will be going to the World Cup, okay? Singate dana dem. And as if again gonna go game.
Yeah,
but the thing is, yeah, Hamna they actually nakala ko Nungi right now in a like in a dilemma, like in a dilemma being okay. Hamun guy hamun na ala said nanyo. Hamun na yako minti nanyo. Which of course it's also it's also good for hala na singa nanyo la nanyo. But play be sibo fam. Club one in Korean. We are leaving you to go. So yeah, exactly. Like play be shulako wahe. Does that mean the player is lying? Man, small local does that mean I'm lying? Why do you have to wait for email or official confirmation? When club is joining assurance already.
Yeah, definitely. Because you guys don't come go ahead. So if I got the email with them from guys and early, maybe they can receive the response early.
Email on the 26th of April. It goes on the 26th of April.
It goes
which was last week Wednesday.
Exactly. It goes either way. Danga def ma def. Why don't yakar man ma def feka yo nek lo def sa own warugal. So yeah, man la feel bu bahaba. Che, you want to add anything on that? But yangi mute.
Chama, wow, Pia Lua, Nekoluma surprise.
Yeah.
Because every time I don't complain low fee.
Yeah, definitely.
The GFF, they are not transparent. Understand? Don't get send league on time. Understand? There's always something wrong.
Yeah, proactiveness, that is the key word. Yeah. Proactive. They are never proactive in the way they act.
They always react. These you should act, not react. I think Bialungo is very clear. You have since was it in December, right? Commission.
Yeah, December. January or February, I don't know. March.
Yeah, for now, yeah. AFCON was in February, March.
March, yeah.
Wow. So you have the time.
No, Gambia, no, neko but even because obviously you see AFCON be so the semi-final, you're guaranteed a place when I qualify to the World Cup. Semi-final be young qualify. Why not just write to this club to say, listen, be more help. We want to have this player. At least club in right in advance. And then club is not reach this, and then you may have a case, even with FIFA to saying, okay, John, enough notice to these clubs, clearly. But you don't just wait until,
Yeah.
No.
Be Mansa, Limon Halat Samoy. Mona Kanyari Bill. First invitation to invite player, Muno Afcon. Munga Fapina bit in case team be I got to semifinals, they are to World Cup. So the players and Neko Sola. Understand? Then so for the guy qualify, no flow with another letter.
Yeah.
Come to be a what?
Exactly. Mugena Yomba, yeah.
Understand?
No, and let's face it, let's face it, pro dega with it. And one I was saying at listen. In a way, I'm happy that this is happening. Why? Because how many one see Nagasi AFCON. And as much as personally speaking, I told the two of them, you guys do not have the best of tournaments because you guys are going as the star players, but your AFCON was totally bad. Yeah. But then I'm happy that this is happening now, particularly with Singate, because I'm a good tournament and there were some little misunderstandings there. While League right now, out of all the 4 players you invite, he is the one that is on form, more or less. So it means that so so I'm happy that like this happening, because then you go to the World Cup, he'll be treated with that respect. Well, he doesn't have the respect there, but I'm just saying he'll be treated like with the respect that he deserves, more or less. Knowing fully when he's the most scoring forward player right now in that team.
At the moment, yeah. Right. Look, like I think we come here and go ahead. If I dig it out in there, like about being proactive, being active, doing your job on time. Like, it's crazy. Like, a lot of things they don't do it until somebody does it, and then they react to that, which is very sad. But I don't.
Comme ça, premier squad body this noon. Wow. Comme ça, premier squad body this noon.
Exactly.
Instead of you release ko.
Exactly.
No, you were able to release it, and then okay, like Chairman ko poste. This one has something very, very surprising. Can the federation be, or even the media officers, never denied that that's not the list?
Yeah.
I think they had an issue with one of the players,
Sedikan.
Yeah, exactly. Like the status of his club academy, which for me was just childish. I'm sorry to say, and and I'm not even sorry to say, but it was childish. So Falcon and Sedikan is not part of the list. The Mungana your list is totally bollocks. But Sedikan is part of the squad, but no, Che Mungi played Baka United, why man def nako the Banjo. But very when the Che is going to the World Cup or is part of the squad. Why do you have to wait until Chairman you announce this time and then you come back again? Like, why is the breaking news?
Exactly. Exactly. Even fixtures, they release it like 4 or 5 days after you release fixtures, something like that. Like FIFA should never send draw. Then you release yen days are the fixtures. Fala guy the play. Release them 1 day after that. So it took them 3-4 days before guys you upload ko. But it's always like this. It's always like this. Like, you are paying somebody to do a job. Let them be on top of that job. It's very important. This is like it's a Gambian problem. I don't know if it is a GFF problem, but in a lot of walks of life in Gambia, this kind of attitude. You don't want to generalize this kind of thing, but it's kind of an attitude issue.
And Charles said they were accusing me of misleading the public.
Yeah, it's not.
So what after I went privately with those who were saying that, I told them that now who's misleading who?
You jump to under 20 vitamin, and there was another news. They played a friendly game against the under 23, and the game ended 3-1. Kumeni Adama Boyang, he got one of the goals, and they scheduled another fixture against the league-based team, which was supposed to be held yesterday on Saturday, but I think they canceled that one because the clubs did not release.
No, but under 23 Under 23, but I want to play with the league players.
With the selection, selection. Okay. Then
wow.
I got that.
Wow.
So definitely double header like I am under 23 before they go to Argentina. So the second leg of the double header will be on Tuesday, which in collaboration with guess who, the Gambia fans club and the GFF, will collaborate. Guys, organize that game. My guys send ticket check guys could release, and Musa Manko. This one, Gambia under 20 versus Gambia under 23 on Tuesday. Brikama Box Bar. Ticket $100 for VIP and $20 is for others. It will raise some funds, but like I think it's quite insufficient in my opinion to help the Gambia fans club in a way pour guys all. But of course, then for the guy but it's good guy I'm under 20 I'm 2 fixtures home. They have already organized a fixture in Argentina against Dominican Republic. So there are some friendly games you in place. You guys play. But Coach, did you follow the proceedings of the game against the under 23 on Friday?
Chama, unfortunately, I couldn't go because that was in games. I was preparing for our match.
Yeah.
Understand that. So I just watch at night or relax to them. So mun setan. But I'm going to one time under 20 b. Under 20 they came up with some of their new players they invite new play. Understand that. So they at least they tried. What they lost the first half 1-0. Then like we make a change in the team. So like they thought on the score around. we win 3-1. They are goals. They are all fine goals because they are all build-up goals. So it means that the players that we are there, they still know and remember the tactics that the coach wants. So that's a plus for life and for the nation. But then again, it's a good test game, understand? But it's not what I'm expecting. Because if you are going to a World Cup playing with teams from different continents, different style of football, more experience, more exposed, more organized than us, you need a better test game than this. So they said live on Monday the order fans, not so or Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday.
So man expect a press conference from them blue order squad, final squad B. There's a press conference expect na tamit guy wax yu test game seen preparation su ngay dem Argentina yan games of guy di am. Parce que so by last time I challenge them, hence we are in the commission with how to call it Italy and Japan. The Japan how to call it ak Senegal ñoo bokk zone. Japan Senegal ñoo bokk group. The South Korea ñoo play South Korea and Japan, they are similar. So I think Japan will be very interested to among you test match. The final arrange ñu arrange. Understand that? Likewise, with Italy is also a heavyweight in Europe, like France. The Italy and Nigeria, Nigeria, play same place, Nigeria. So Italy will have a very big interest in playing with us, in playing the test game with us. Yeah. So all those things, all those avenues are open for the Gambia. Yeah. But I'm not sure if they cannot invite their players on time. I'm not sure that they can communicate with the federation on time. Yeah. And this should have been done a long time ago.
Lolo is a competition. Lolo is a competition. LOL is a competition. Test games, they are competition. Like, it's not us only going. Nigeria are going. Like you say, Gambia, Nigeria, they will need Japan, they will need a test game against Gambia or Nigeria. No, South Korea, they will need a test game against Gambia or Japan. Or against Nigeria.
Senegal or Nigeria.
No, like Japan, I mean. Because Japan and Senegal have a group. So they will choose either Gambia or Nigeria. But it's always about come get proactive in that way. But of course, Nigeria soxla in Japan. You know you're soxla Japan. But Japan ñoom soxla in those two teams. So if Japan then react, okay, let's go with Nigeria. If Gambia reacting to loolu noonu initially, guys just su guy on guy proactive, guy affaire bu ñu xamee seen groupe si teams yooyu la guy ni ka target. Japan a ngi nii, okay, let's target Japan. Italy a ngi nii, let's target Italy because these teams soxla nañ ñun tam soxla nañ guys. So we have both wins on both ways. But teams yooyu ñooñu tamit so Japan will not choose between Gambia and Nigeria right now. Japan will choose Nigeria, like for Japan's sake. Not thinking about Gambia soxla nañu ñun ñoo xalaatee the opposite side. Japan dañoo xalaat ñun ñan leen soxla si games yooyu noonu understand? Because of course they will feel that Nigeria is a better team. Nigeria is a bigger team. It's a bigger nation in football, and they are similar. They are all in West Africa. So if they have that test game, it's a good game for them because even Nigeria and Senegal playing in the African Cup of Nations, understand? So that competition move.
Cham, can I say one thing? Can I just contribute one thing? Gis nga Cham, you are talking about being proactive. Cham, gis nga how much draw that line them or not was that you them. So how much be them on them? Yeah. So yeah, them immediately you before them to draw. Then what prepare sa bopp. Draw fu mu instant bo fu mu ngay analyze everything. Yeah. Before ngeen génn because each federation am na fa member. Fu ngeen ko discuss.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Understand? Because coaches ñaare coaches ay dem ak benn federation member. Okay? Or team manager. It's also a federation. So coach si po fu no mun fa arrange test games. No meet coach Japan ne ko ya na Senegal boko zone te man may Korea boko zone dama bëggul ñu am test match ngeen jël contract instant mo tamit fu no da ngeen ko taxato ngeen doxal then so leen pare instant ngeen federation bi ñaari federation ni link dañoo communiquer rek coach bi naka la boo nga Gambia boo nga Japan waaw ñu rek la ko ñu seto ko ñu dem but then again is the GFF.
Yeah, bi ay naka la yow da nga seetaan game bi under 20 bi ak under 23 bi did you pick on anything on that because yaa ngi seetaan games in Gambia I believe so I will guess.
Yeah, seetaan naa ko.
How was the game?
Man for one. The game was good, you know. For one of the game, I was actually really impressed, you know, with the turnout.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether turnout will play a part in this next test match we're going to organize with under 23 or what, you know. But the turnout was really, really good, and the performance as well You know, it was really good. Then I guess okay, like at the start of the game, it was really a bit difficult for under 20 be, you know, new like settled down, you know, or even that communication like anything because it's you know like the starting 11 it was more players okay like they you know like they could never play on that under 20 you know so that cohesiveness you know like was lacking but in the second half for now then change you know the entire 11 academy is new players you know the next year from there you know like everything started to click you know but it was a good game T-Boy Damit, of course, even though losing the test match, but I believe there's something really, really good happening around T-Boy. You know, in a sense, Dole Garg is a Gambian national team coach, be it under 17, under 20, under 23, or senior national team. They bring like players together, you know, just put a train guy and then try to instill, you know, his tactics and his knowledge, you know, in them. You know, you have the last minute, let's say, qualifies living what I'm, and then you start in 1 week, 2 weeks, you know, then play qualifiers. So, in that aspect, that I think is really good, not as much as you know, different Nenko, but then it was really, really, really tough for T-Boy, you know, in the sense that I invite maybe 40 players, you know, from different teams, different qualities, academy, and then within a short amount of time, and what I think in the system long the line they should catch up, you know. So I hope the next test game I mean like in break you know things should not change and then it even gives a better game and better performance from both sides, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Popular don't say crazy, sir. Yeah. Popular.
Can I ask there one question, please, before you move?
Okay, go ahead.
Regarding T-Boy under 23, well, this thing be more them qualifiers. You look home base players with Jolo. Understand? You body between them this time around under 23 boom select. Understand? The music team building. Come go away. Understand? The individual players time to time to get it together. Okay. Pofu. Now it's difficult because so I mean every time I'm different set of players based on how the league is going. Understand? Lolo the family always tanga tas the tanga daniel di sampat. So man li wonon laajte mooy ol wonon xalaat mooy fooguloo ne mboolem play boo xam ne invite mus na la invite si on a 23 war na la am on a database understand am sa contact nga gis ne time to time mun na di leen refresh understand di leen send ay videos ay training ay tactics understand on what he wants nga gis ne gis ne always dafa am refreshment for them saa yu leen ooyee rek dafa nekk something new xam ne okay xamoon naa lii la faa fekk although some players have some players have theoretically they have a problem there to understand tactics, understand muna read or muna give diagram, understand ko. But then they can take it to their coaches, then you explain it. Or Tibo is times that muna nyo so they among little bit tete what are you number. All those things die. But how not difficult given the fact that the way they operate, understand. I'm not Tibo he's trying his level best, but come on, this is Gambia. It's very difficult.
No, Pulo de Gabi, even before Lee, okay. Tiba Binko just first appoint and then Mbonyo pour qualify. Moi, for that game against Burkina Faso, Pulo de Gabi, what he did, I was really impressed in the sense that Lumjika maybe contact Nanyan, but contact Nama. Okay, yeah, my this and this or so and so plays under use. Loma Boga def moine. Damaboga, I'm like a Zoom, you know, a guy, explain a guy, some philosophy and then some system, how I want them to play and how I see them fit into my, you know, my system. You know, Lulu definitely, and then them one that's a they want like plays you know, Lulu and they like come now, Gamma players you put it then on Zoom. But because of T-Boy, some of the players that I work with, they can put down with Zoom, you know, make sure that T-Boy, you know, one that with 1v1 session, one guy, the system, how you want to play, the formation he wants to play and everything, because my one number 4. And what I found to be very interesting more at the time, which I'm sure he's still doing, but at the time, the more a database of all the players you identify with their position accent teams, when I'm see players, can wala nyanyo ne kasa players one and then I wanna reach out to them, you know. So I'm not saying that just for CC without T-Boy, you know, don't know new players Gambia, but 100% T-Boy more than when you play Gambia. And because of just for CC, that's why a lot of journalists even know who Justice is.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, with all due respect. And then this okay, them not play fool and then what happened ñi nga wone def naka dañ ko wara wax ci Scorpion senior national team. So more or less T-Boy is a coach or maybe one of the coaches, Gambian coaches per se, coaching in the senior national team, ñu ma xam ne moom am na a database, and I'm 100% certain even with this lifin bu am na a database. Can you answer? Like that same Friday, ball and play one. Chair. That same Friday, imagine T-Boy mungi play for Nancy Suba. That same Friday, Gisha Nako go project where they said I'm telling United at Young Africans.
Wow.
So the guy is here to work. I'm not here to actually like the corporate or whatever, but man for once force have been United against African and then more phone till I go buy and then man you rush the same game be nakala in Manja. So he's doing well that anyway.
I'm about the discussion because Matan would success mo Gambia. Low def si bokk database Matar have data of every player who was invite te Matar
nakala Matar I think si gamen coaches Tibo and Matar la fata na Matar to grade on see but Tibo and Matar
because Matar what na mom nim de liggéey moy so oye like 40 man squad okay mu jël for let's say 25 mu sol jëm 40 ñu drop 15 ñu drop still am na database am sen age so sa yu bena batch graduate before we select anywhere outside 15 new des léegi ak 15 yu mu drowoon ñu leen invite doog a jëlaat ñeneen boole leen si mu am that continuous success ci teñoom te lu mu am Gambian coach dafa difficult bu ñu am ko waaye T-Boy kiisam is very very difficult nag man dama ko yërëm because I know players yu moo tiré am na players yu moo tiré ñooñu war nañu ma how good he is understand nga so but then system bi dafa is too congested for him. Dafa métier moom nag but then I believe na moom dina learn along the way te dina strategize.
No, in as much as in as much as I'm gonna give mom if you look at it T-Boy basically mu ngi am lu more demand because ñaata Gambian coach or ñaata foreign coach lañ am bi nga xam ne dañoo demand dañ bëgg a train team and then GFF make even things available to to them. With all due respect, in as much as the network criticize GFF, but with this mom, I think they've done well, to support T-Boy in the sense that they could play or they could they prepare for any qualifiers, They're helping him to actually pass his UEFA Pro license, I think, but then just the fact that they provide logistics for him to bring or to call up all these players, bring him in a group and even making sure under 20 Mangfa, to actually play with him is actually commendable. So with regards to T-Boy, I honestly believe he's on the right path. And then personally for me, someone like on GFFB or someone like on not like but because maybe more the power for that. But someone like on GFFB now make sure that T-Boy travels with this team to the World Cup and be I'm first assistant, but even one second assistant or a support staff, to him. Put one more game some coaches and then telling them that you're a technical group committee or whatever it's called, with neka for the hotel the fan and the leg and then going to a match like for what reason? I don't know that but I believe exactly because
they are very close.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm sure like is happening. Player bam train nako. John Nako Chan player ma John Nako Chan professional is now back competing me. Okay, like man, this one come compete. You understand? But like I'm 100% sure. Like so that when they work on, for example, even before game, or even send friends, they will say Keba man na dinimo. Like that a joking relationship, which for me, like it's nice. But I 100% believe me. I don't know the plan, but T-Boy, you are not them with this team to the World Cup as a coaching staff, of course, like when Bossam, but yeah.
Be a ball T-Boy was his assistant when he was coaching the under 17.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a win for everyone. After all.
Yeah,
exactly. Because you could say that like T-Boy, I'm not saying this for people to get me wrong, but small point more, T-Boy is one of those modern coaches in a way, more than Mingham, respect Nalai Bojang, and for me, he's one of the best in the country that we have, and we should cherish him. But at least, with his knowledge, and then T-Boy exposed to all these new methods of coaching and Lumjanga, the two of them coming together, putting those knowledges together with Yaya Mane, dina yóbbu team bi kanam.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
But at the end of the day, Tamit, the most important person here is like Bojang. If he is like willing and wanted to happen, I think GFF can act on that. Yeah, you never know. Let's see how what the team will be, the delegates will be, the squad and that. So that is a good segue actually. You do guys coach a team on be. Coach dafa dem joxe team mi ngi jël from the 35 man squad list génne na fa 21 players yu mu foog ne ñii la ab lay Bojang war a jël but xam naa ne Facebook nag ni ci yaa ko jaxase like soo jógee wala si social media bi ñu ko gis some people yaa ngi wax ne ana coach beeg yooyu noonu xanaa is the coach sacked no the coach is not sacked soo leen readee title bi you will read ne coaches prefers 21 final man squad understand nga it's just his own opinion what he thinks the coach should bring not necessarily what the coach has decided or coach is the new coach just to make that clear coach this is the team you went with like can you buttress on why you choose these players because you had to drop some 5 players or 4 players from the AFCON squad and then you have to drop extra let's say 10 players from the 35 man squad so you have to in the end you have to drop 14 players so to come up with 21 now how did you come up with this
Chawa, first of all, li funny yaa li funny moon mooy suma well wishes yi ñu bëri dañ ma doon congrats bu gaay gisee lii understand ba Sénégal sax di ma congrats even suma gaay nekk ak tudd sax di ma congrats xam nga ne xam nga you deserve it to coach the under 20 things like that I was like no read leen this is our page man maa def own prediction not actually man my head coach bi no but anyway I mean tamit si ñaani but I have a long way to go to be there to be coaching any national team right now maybe probably in the next five or more years to come but as of now I'm still learning understand so coming to the squad Chawa as coaches team building is very important understand in this case amulo the benefit of having 25 players whereby you'll have 2 players in every position apart from the goalkeeper so it makes it more difficult so what are you going to look at to have a proper plans of the team versatile players come in play understand when you want to complement certain positions okay let's leave the good ones out because boom is very easy for you to go def but let's come to the outfield players okay so by defense line bi Chama waaw so by defense line bi yaa ngi Seni Sanya mu ngi fa Alhaji Sène Moses Diadio Bakary Jawara Modou Ba Lama ak kii nii Fakeba Jammeh okay so by Alhaji Sène ak Modou Ba they are the only out and out center half there and both of them are all ball playing center half then Moses can play a holding midfield role, can play right back, and also can play center half. The Christian Commission, he played more with a more partner on Akini,
yeah.
Okay, so Moses complement 3 different positions. Siganaw, Aksikana. So his inclusion is very, very necessary. Understand? So ko amuton replacement my Seni Sanya. So by hell, he was one of the players who played the entire competition, all minutes la play because of he was there alone. Jël by Lamin Sow, but by Lamin Sow, man how like was it as a fullback or as a flank player? Because normally he operates as a wing back when he was playing for the under 20 KDB. How to call it Matabi, and also at Wabanjo. He plays left wing back. Understand? He's very good going forward, but defensively, dafa weak. So moo tax mu ne ñu fa Fakeba can complement understand mun naa replace Seni because who knows this football injuries dafa ñëw so léegi su ñëwoo Seni kenn su Seni gaañoo then kuñ fa play it's going to be a problem so moo tax small back line nii laa ko selecté.
Yeah.
Coming to the midfield. Okay, so by hell, Mahmoud Bajo, he was our holding player in tournament bi. Understand nga? By Loba, mom inclusion am dafa important trop because he's one of those players who he have energy. He can play box to box. He can play holding midfield role.
Yeah, he's
Understand nga? So then again,
roles.
versatility comes in place. Understand nga? He's not skillful. He's not technical, but he adds numbers in the midfield. You understand? My players you didn't like. Understand nga? He gives you everything.
Masi Henderson.
More of no Henderson. I'm not more of Fred. Like understand nga? Yeah. So more so you say like Chama, your team nga dogal team bi la jël de. Am na ko ci bolé bokku ci de.
Kala.
Wa jumulo.
No, yeah, it's a team
bi Modou Salou Diallo.
Wow.
No, Modou Salou Diallo bokku. Dama ko drop. Neko ci team.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Wow. Then nga gis ne like this guy Jiba ak Jiba Baylo ak kini Mohamed Diop. They are all central midfielders, comme box to box midfielders.
Yeah.
Understand? But Baylo can complement Mahmoud Baylo. See holding role. Well, gis nañu tamit Mohamed Diop, he play, he won one of the match.
Yeah.
He's a very good midfielder. Jibo also he's a very agile and flexible midfielder. He's always playing short passes, playing with the midfield. Yeah. Although they play he plays more like Tianjere because Tianjere didn't play like Gambia. They like Tianjere, but man personally, the way he plays to me, do them kind of.
The progress play.
Honestly, the progress. He does play halfback, play defender, play shot. Those within those areas. Wow. So lolo fa yomo torop. Looking at me, progress them second. So Montam he's more of that kind of player. But then like he played a very better role in the competition. So he was one of our key players. Yeah. So he has to be there.
Yeah.
Understand? So you say Modou Salou Diallo because my guy like accusation lu nga drop gata moy Modou Salou Diallo ak Bill ana yow do wa Banjul understand this Gambia. So but the Gambia tamit ku nek nak difference of player lu sama drop len du dara because of team bi nu mel balance of team moo tax ma drop len Modou Salou Diallo like he was not used Buba si competition. He was just a carry or a liability player there. Live preferred to play Rashid in the number 10 role, then in the uniform Boba, when Mohamed Sawane. Yeah. So those were the two players that Live preferred in that role. So basically, he was the third choice in that role. So in this case, one of them must lead the team. Yeah. So obviously, him being the third choice, more make way. That's logic.
That's your way. Yeah.
You understand? Coming to the attack. So by hell, the major players who they are technical and they have pace. Yeah. You understand? Similarities. Yeah. Okay. So by hell, man striking force. Adama Bojang, amuton a proper replacement, a like for like replacement competition. It was more of like Momla and Mansour Bay. The Mansour Bay is more like a Lataro Martinez, a Tevez. Understand? Hey, fighter. But I believe that going forward, we don't need that much. We need a goal scorer. You understand? Who can complement the team? Who can score goals? Who can hold the ball for the team? Because of the ninja player. So what I'm bring in Ibrahim Akinte. You body you want to chair a bias rank in the player, but then the numbers fix for themselves. He's the leading goal scorer in the second division. You understand? He has the same figure with Adama Bojang. They are all tall. They are all physically good. They are all good on the ball. They hold the ball, and they are all goal scorers.
Right.
You understand? He gives you a lot going forward. You know, he's very strong. So, understand that? We need goal scorers in that department. Okay. Yankuba Bide, Chama Fana Wana affair, Mami.
Yeah, Kogu Yaru affair. Kogu Moilo.
Wow, Mami, Mansuron Manda, BI, Sanyari play, and Suron Manda, because of Luga on this competition. I'm going to taxi by so that's why I this allowed.
No, you know, like Rua de Gabi, okay. Players, I'm honest with them. I understand. Man, when you play for a team, I don't look at I work with you or I don't work with you.
Somebody performance.
If you don't deserve to play, you don't deserve to play. One because I know the qualities that the two of them possess. Man, you've gone to this tournament and then you were like you play third division in Gambia. You understand? Because in as much as your qualities are there, but if you're not pushing or fighting to show more, and then Yangi told the one and a while, man pro la, like who you fooling? You understand? Like Kajal is on the 20 low one. He's a good player, but he could have done more.
Yeah.
Singh is the same. And one Alanko, if you go to the World Cup, if you both go to the World Cup to become a ball boy, if you go there to become a mascot, but this is your chance now to show to people and to governments you deserve to be named in the squad.
Yeah.
And even not that, but okay, like not even the players, but even other players, and even like my friends, I always tell them, okay, World Cup be these are some pro players, but man at the under 20, I was saying none of these foreign based players should have been called up. Why? Because I'm in clubs already. Bring all these players in the first division, second division, to some extent, third division. Joga a chance. Yeah, I understand. Joga a chance. If they win the if they win the AFCON, fine. If they don't win it, also fine. Against Senegal, how many foreign based players did they bring? Okay, some of them are for race, but they never step foot into Europe or into outside of Senegal. But then, of course, it's them. So when this tournament, I see it as an exposure to give to your local home-based players rather than waste a slot or two on some foreign-based players. And this goes even with the players that I work with. But of course, now the World Cup is another thing because the World Cup behind you and then you're competing against the best. So then you can make the team all foreign-based players, no problem. But then everyone has to deserve a chance to be part of the team, and everyone has to deserve a chance to play, whether the first start or whether the first off the bench.
Yeah.
So you can say whatever because I'm someone if you ask some of the players that I work with or that I don't even work with that I know, when I go watch them, I tell them what you did. If that's how you play, then forget about football. You know?
I'm gonna be li nga wax dëgg nit ki noonu nga war a mel rek nit ki criticisme moo la dee dimbale because su dee ni sa criticize rek gis na lu baax lu nekk si yow but am na loo dese mënoo mu laa criticize ok li nga wax ni man waxoon naa ko bu yàgg man su ma amoon if I have my way benn professional player du fa nekkal caam mun naa attest that
man maa bañ loolu kay man moom I disagree with loolu
waaw ok continuing to my team in my team rather ok so bàyyal comme ma ko waxee rek Yankuba Minteh ak comme dañ suñu kanam dafa flexible muy Yankuba Minteh Kajali Sawane ak Mami ñoom foo yëpp
Yankuba Minteh faale leen ko man Yankuba Minteh Yankuba Minteh faale leen ko maa ngi seetaan game Udense ak Silke Borg and then Udense ñu ngi win Michelin ñu ngi lose so it's now 3 points or 2 points between Udense and Michelin so exactly. So so Fatala and and I doubt even analyzing Nanu because Horsens are in a very dangerous situation,
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
But then again, man 35 release man fofu la jëlé team rek mo mëna moy defal bo xam nga man fofu la mëna base because fofu la jëlé guy.
Yeah, definitely.
So ñom fo yep they are all different players. They give you different options as a coach. I would love to have 4 of them in my front line. You understand? So, Lila, understand? Because when you want to play wide, let's say, for example, we want to play 4-3-3 wide, understand? Kajali and Ibrahima Sinyade is your go-to guys. Bro, if you want to play...
Chama, don't bala ngay si malis bi, naka la ma hol,
Okay, I just put it on. Can you see it?
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, no, dama foog ne Adama Bojang ne ko fay, so
Adama Bojang, kon ci du toogaat si show bi. Ci su génnee Adama Bojang si TV Gambia du toogaat si show bi di. Okay, go ahead.
Most of play 4-3-3 now. They are your go-to guys.
Yeah.
What I'm on last time, man, if I have it my way, if I was coaching the team, small front line, small take Yankuba Minteh, I'm play man in the other flank.
Yeah.
Okay. Yankuba Minteh will play the inverted role. No deep swift, the do guys sit here.
Yeah.
Understand nga da gis ne Rashid dafa push jege Adama then ki di run behind them Mami di daw seen gannaaw so loolu will give us a very good he has a good pace and technically is very good.
Yeah.
You understand? So but then again it's up to like moom moo xam lu moo def moom suma boss la he's one of my role models in Gambian football. I look up to him. So xam nga loolu.
Yeah.
You know how my love for him, understand? Because he's someone who is very open. You understand? So basically, Dal, this is my team. Understand? Come on, Chess preferred 21-man squad, not like Williams team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Understand?
Yeah, loolu leeral nañ ko. Loolu leeral nañ ko, no problème.
So loolu la daal xam nga ñi nga xam ne daal ñu doon criticiser yooyu noonu dañ lay understand ne ñun coach lañ ñun nekk fi pour faral player nangam au team nangam ñun dañoo demal loo xam ne lañ fil ne moo ñu jox ressource ñu soxla. Simple.
Yeah, exactly. Well, BI make the point. I wanted to raise it before you move on to another thing. That is Yankuba Minte ak Alhaji Sène. Like the situation is very, very tight for them. Like Yankuba Minte, he is now fighting for promotion with others, 2 points between them and Midtjylland, and then Yangis Alhaji Sène 1 point of the relegation spot with Horsens right now. So they are both in critical situations, and the squad has to be named by 10th. That is Tuesday. I'm on a little bit of hope more hope in Sène, but with Minte, what he said was, if they lose, and that did not happen, if they lose and Midtjylland win, and then the opposite happened, so it means ñaar ñooñu noonu daal war nañ see génne suñu xel comme ni ko BI waxee war nañoo génne suñu xel. But there was another player koo xamante ne just recently he's making a lot of light, or he's making a lot of positive noise in Gambian football. That is Mo Fall. He's not in the preliminary squad, so maybe we should not even discuss who nekkul si preliminary squad bi. But player bu mel ni kooku noonu tamit I think waroon nañ ko consider, because if you watch his interview with Gamsport News, he is very willing to play for the Gambia. He's just waiting for that call, and he's playing at a level that is a very, very good level. We are going to the World Cup, and then you have this chance to have this type of player. But I can understand why guy wouldn't go to Premier League squad, because society profile is similar to Swin striker Adam Bojang a little bit, because they are all tall, explosive kind of strikers. They can score with the foot, they can score with the head and stuff like that. So they are very similar in terms of play. And your coffee Ibrahima Nakalawati, sir. See this be Ibrahima Kinte moment is kind of in that mold. So at the end, they only have, you don't need to use too much the same type of players. You have to balance the squad and stuff like that. But it's just a player I want to mention. BI, what is your thought on Mo Fall?
No, Mo Fall, actually is a very good player. I'm not going to follow. I really believe maybe what on chance and in this team, and look Mo Fall that is actually another striker or another player coming here play France for I think Strasbourg or something.
Yeah.
Deserve one chance. But again, come Ghana selections are never fair.
Yeah.
And we just have to hope and pray
one day
team B who coaching staff we select will go and represent us very well.
Yeah, absolutely. So loolu la yaakaar Arache fu mu daw dem, because si topic am lay ñëw next before ñu dugga si Modoustic, but yow dugga si company bi, before ñu talk about company bi. So coach
nañu wax about Gambia am nga.
non boy fii lu nekk leen de waxtaan bul dégga bro yaay coach sa gaa yaa ngi nii de Scorpion Fans Club foofu la ñoo job yaa ngi mute Scorpion Fans Club last week yaa ngi ñëw waxee sa honest opinion on them, naka la gars yi doxalee, what do you think the way they should be working, and ñoom namit gars yi they reacted to that. Like in their reaction I kind of, because déglu naa audio si Oma Sen, déglu naa gars seen show si bu gaa demee join Star TV, déglu naa gars seen show boobu noonu, so seen claims they were kind of justified, like for example like they say ne lu tax nga wax gars yi ne dañ dee blame GFF ak yooyu noonu. Maybe we don't have that evidence to show ne guy blame GFF somewhere, so it was unfair to say that on them. But guy wax ne tamit comme for example there are other fans club in Gambia, because you want to quote an amount, maybe am nen li wala am nen lele, but we don't know actually how much they am. Like I am. Come for example, like a layman like me. I'm a layman, of course. I'm the host Gambia football show, but in general, I am a layman. So I don't know how fans club work in the Gambia. In my thought, it was just Scorpion Fans Club. But later I found out that there is another sister fan club, which is the Smiling Coast Fan Club and the Scorpion Fans Club. And then the Smiling Coast Fan Club, ñoo release on seen amaan bu gaay am. Scorpion Fans Club seen boss gisuma ko woon. But at the end, dama foog ne yëpp benn leen because loolu laa foog even bu ma dégloo show bi on Star TV Scorpion Fans Club ñu ngi leeral ne Smiling Coast bi dañ dee ndróo ak gars in terms of nu gars dee solo and stuff like that ñoom tamit façon yooyu ñoo leen nekkoon di leen naxari but yow what is your reaction now because xam naa ne you already settled this thing with them and ku nekk ñoo ngeen to an understanding to terms but what is your reaction si show bi nga mën koo gën a reeral suñu audience because last week ñëw nga wax about them so léegi now suñu audience what you have to react to Scorpion Fans Club bi guys seen reaction bi
waaw Chama am nga lu ñu wax rek réeroo amul ñàkk a waxtaan moo am. ba pare wax tamit su génnee ñetta la.
waaw
ki wax ki déglu ak ku déglu koy digest ko. understand nga so bu mu génnee nag man li ma wax xam naa ko te xam naa fan laa ko teg waaye ñu ko déglu ñeneen ñi dañ ko déglu rek react digest suñ ko but luckily they have a very, very calm and composed president. How much? But for some reason, I like the guy.
Yeah.
And he's what you call a leader. Because if I come, what I'm saying, explain lan la si guy filmé more wrong. Moi blame how to call it government. Understand? Te man apologize na ko si statement bo nonu because of limo watamit they are one of you man ma ne ko loolu seen responsibility ñoom waru leen a jàpp yéen a war a jàppale seen boppa understand nga kooku moom a mislead but then waruma judge group si benn nit so moo tax man on that area bu gaa ne foofu la gaay andute man ma jégalu leen so so waaye dem programme bi sax seen ku fa nekkoon noonu that guy war na fa loolu understand nga am nañ a way out ok comme like li ma bëgg a leeral rek mooy Scorpion Fans Club bi man am part of them suma ay nit ñu ngi fa démba rek càmma li ma reeree one of their member moo ko tooga so man mënuma ba ñuñ bugguma ootul waaye ñoo xam nañ ku ko xam na man dama leen yërëm kooku démba imagine dafa jógee wóor ñëw indi reer bi ma ne ko sis yow soona nga de jigéen la naa ci bilaay tey jigéen wóor rek dem wala diggéen dem ano sanga naka la faa dem fu ngeen am xaalis li ma bëgg pour yéen mooy ñaata ñooy dem kañ ngeen a dem mboola li ma dox problème yi dégga dañu ko seen gars yi seen secteur yi bu ma jëlee personnel di waxaman si suuf wax naa ko loolu ma ne ko yéen élection bi di amul lu ma jëkku bax kaba ak timam bi saaguma leen xasuma leen parce que man tamit dama am respect ñu suma ay kilifa lañ parce que kaba suma président la wala maa si foole Gambia bax xam na bu am luñ after ko bi man si ñoom la rather I was trying to help them more ay dama leen ñu but then again xam nga doo Mr. Cham ne ko nam ko comme like doo Gambia yëpp ne Baye Cham président Scorpion Fans Club bi pour continuer si woon
jërëjëf thank you coach I think boobu noonu clair na naaw nag ñu dem si ndey bi léegi xam nga ko gars yi defee ñu dem si ndey bi léegi daka la Modoustic sports
boppam bi
well,
information yi
no I did a little bit of digging xam nga man sama mbir rek foog ma dugga si affaire yi ma dem seeing the list of players ya ñoo nekk on management and PR up to about 11 players are registered under him under Modoustic man tur bi nag moo may njëkk a lifin Modoustic boy tur bi fu mu jógee boy
Jama pretty Modoustic be it's actually quite very funny, you know, because I'm gonna time is cool, you know, because my one though, so at the time I'm not manage an artist, you know, actually nyari artist, you know, MLK at one time the key Amadou Cham Viper,
wow,
you know, yeah, so I'm not regular rap so I'm not. So yeah, man, like one time, you know, yo, I'm Modoustic, boom, I'm not coming here, you know. So to be nakala nickname me and then after my watch school, you know, madam on but you know, I know in a couple of radio stations, radio on FM with George Christensen,
Yeah.
may so rest in peace. And after Mamuje West Coast, you know, so but I'm on West Coast. I didn't go as a sport journalist or anything, but because my done science, you know, so my watch I did like computer science and before all that school of nursing and but them buy, you know.
Yeah.
For them storage computer science. And then yeah, so my employment at West Coast, Bubaka Kamara by Game Sports, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then still had them take over Game Sports, .gm at the time, and also Maneko was an IT manager, you know, assistant IT manager more or less, you know, responsible for adverts and slotting of adverts and everything digitally done.
Uh-huh.
So one time, you know, really been lack on a sports presenter, you know, Jamie Father wants to feel so Peter Mone tell you I read sports, you know, Mone could be yeah, because you always update the game of sports and then dang malanjo reports and then you know we read it out. So today it's your turn. So madam manako I never know how studio controls are, you know. So should have them and you know mudo them will fade up and everything. Mad that, you know, then the following week when my tell ya hope was offer.
Yeah.
New them then mudo the major some slots. One of them was on 95.3.
Yeah.
You know, when you do anything you want, you know, anything you're fan, you know, and so on. You know, be a dancehall fan and so on. You know, still nakala still do the DJ, you know. So probably Modoustic, yo, this is Modoustic. Like some Colombian artists, you know, doing dub plate for me and even some Jamaican artists, you know, the major I dub plates, you know, and everything. So like literally that Modoustic did not to London anyway. So it was more like a joke form of thing, and then man, okay, you know what, you know, Modoustic.
Yeah, let's continue with the Modoustic. Internet baa ngi break affaire bi de fu mu nekk nii.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You are back. Yeah, you can continue.
Wow. Yeah, Madi.
Yeah, internet baa
hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So literally, so literally after say nakala lun la dore dal, you know, and then it was time to because after West Coast, you know, the feel like okay, the money don't for Obi like you know, like never put Obi but then still by West Coast that anyway, and then them really Banjul, you know, Neka for our Secretary General. Then at the end, you know, I wanted to change like a few things that with regards to government football. You know, because money can get sports online like West Coast, them lang some of our players making certain moves. And then business certain players, you know, Odeon Igalo like league even generation, you know, but then young Igalo getting players he did it. Like same car and more than but at the end, you know, players should play in that particular league for about 5 years, then it's like this, you know. So it was something I just wanted to change, you know. I'm okay, you know, I'm gonna be a scout. I'm gonna make a scout for some agents. Invite guy over to Gambia. We started doing one or two things, and then I think 2015, 16, 17 years, that money, you know what, I need to go fully fledged, you know, and be like a licensed agent, like licensed agent, that, you know. So, that's just my journey, I think.
I was always interested in the story of the Modoustic. I know, of course, you to the Bodu, of course, didn't you see that so whatever they do, fuck my dugal but that's nice. Because I think Ndaus, I went to Ndaus to engineer school, so I don't know, maybe different times, and also the man get school of nursing and stuff like that. So maybe along this line, West Coast Radio, I was living close to West Coast Radio, all those kind of things. So maybe before my BID journalist or something like that, I think Kenya, living in Dal, I have not crossed that part Dal somewhere. But anyways, Modoustic, you have about 11 players on your list, including most of them Gambians.
11 officially. 11 officially on the transfer market.
Yeah, exactly. 11 officially on the transfer market, and then one manager. Of course, most of them are Gambians, and then one Senegalese player. we don't have a lot of agents in Gambia. We don't usually, like, it's not something luñ dee waxtaane rek mooy Gambia, they are very talented in terms of football, but players yi duñ dee am chance and stuff like this. So having a fully fledged agent Gambian, I think it's a big welcome to Gambian football. Like before, like coach, like I know you yow tam yaa ngi aspire because borom bagage yi kii fu nekk la dugga coach si lu nekk la nekk la bëgga dugga waaye mooy loolu moo tax mu nekk suma boss fii nii so coach naka ngay rafetluwee
no which sorry Chama naka which actually pour man is actually a compliment to Chair.
Yeah.
No one meant to compliment because pour moi okay, not every agent knows football.
Yeah.
Not every agent knows talent.
Yeah.
That's why under some of the agencies, you have what do you call scouts? I understand, and I always believe that so coach and a coach being coach, is actually really good because then, okay, like I can actually tell you that try and not be a coach as well, okay? Because Damabu have that knowledge of being everything in football.
Yeah.
Like how it feels to be a player.
Yeah.
Even though playing football, because you know, okay, then like if you're a Gambian, you actually play football. I'm not gonna come. I never made it professional because I never did because I am one. But playing football and then the reaction outside of some fans, they gonna coach now. Actually, now what time? Okay, New Germany. How many anybody have New Germany? But New Germany, Bokana see new form and. At one time already, I was assistant coach of the team, and then one of the games, guy that head coach, boy, I'm coach young Africans league. I think when you got that, I had to take over. Yeah. So I understand the reaction outside of some of the supporters. No more than a journalist, and then to finally okay, you know what? All these components of football, how you gonna react to people? No more that I can advise players one guy okay in as much as I feel like young play but the reaction from outside is this and this and this. I understand, which I believe that it helps to make a complete package. So Chair being a coach, it's actually very good. Chair being someone coming into football management as a form of a scout is actually very good. Who knows? Legacy is gonna say goodbye to coaching, goodbye to like everything and become an agent, which is actually quite good. Even small boy, who is now Modis Bakary Bojang ku nekk naka la Belgium with Yanko Minte. Naka bu mo play football ma dej nako. Bu mbaye football nekk coach man ko want to listen this and this and this and this. But mo nekk scout and then legi montam nekk na agent. So I believe that in as much as nga buga nekk agent because this now nobody in Gambia okay like they're doing it but then the thing is Lloyd it's gonna go like another. But then time you're gonna be in a very big problem. And time we would like right now one of the jobs because FIFA League is asking everyone to do this exam. Nyada ni nyoham like the FAR, like the football FIFA football transfer regulations, for example. Because you okay, fine, you just want to do a deal and blah blah blah. But it's more to that training compensation, solidarity compensation. Even how much an agent can get as a commission, and nothing I advise a player like legally. So all of these things are all under a package. It's gonna give some people a problem, and just because of also you're an agent, but being an agent is very very difficult. Okay, that's why I started as a scout. But when I get scout, obviously I was proposing players to people, scouting players for them. But then they feel like what, I'm putting myself in the position of now I don't need those people, but I can literally call anyone, in the football business, you understand, and then try to do something directly. And now the contact of people doesn't mean that you have to bug them or to disturb them on their telephone every time. If I had a player ready for Manchester United right now, I will just my telephone, call Eric Ten Hag, my main number, okay? Or Edu in Arsenal or Perimeter Saka or anyone. But then the thing is, now it's the time okay, you don't have the player at hand. But then when you feel like you have the player, and then trust me, so contact those people, even though they don't know you. But in football, when you have the right product and at the right time, they talk to you.
Yeah.
They talk to you. And what is more important in this business is to build trust. Trust is very difficult to build and to have, but then easy to break.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
So how about this one, coach? What with Musa this is some kind. Coach, you have a lot of tons of questions for BI, but also you like liggéey bu moo def tamit xam naa ne defal nga ko torop, so I will give you the floor to react to that.
Wow, Chama, nga BI moom kon waxee rek BI dictionary. soo déggee li ko right now nii moom li nga xam ne borom xam-xam la macha allah cetuma ko nag yéen a la cet jiitu waaw Chama mi ngi wàllu important si moom liggéeyam understand nga ak man tam suma liggéey te lu mu wax dëgg la football dafa yaatu te football ku la gënal nga si ground bi rek comme tey for exemple laa jël solo mooy man maa moom su maa you are all agent for example man being on the ground understand maa ngi daan advantage dan moom comme loolu moo jéem a explain parce que man maa ngi liggéey place day to day comme like interaction bi ak everything xam nga si man la ma gën a easy but then again liggéey nekkul benn
yes
understand because scouting dafa métti agent dafa métti so ñu bëri dañ ma def foog ne man agent la man du ma agent man I am a scout you understand man I am a coach first of all that's me I am a coach but anything that has to do with sports generally man si loolu la nekk Chama yoo xam nga
definitely
because su ma duggoon si bëre bi su ma duggoon si bëre da ngay noo ci bëre la gën a xam you understand man noonu la ma yàlla bindee yàlla dafa natoo sports but coming back to the topic mooy jëf agency bii nii bi gis nga football soo si ne nga bëgg a dara you have to learn you have to bring papers documents license pour nit ñi xam ne dëgg la you build business foo dem taxaw nit ñi nañ la mën a naw mun laa recommend not ne da nga ñëwee di wax am naa li mun naa li déedéet it's beyond that it's more than that right now mu doon dee da nga need evidence te evidence mooy nga am CV wane kayit wane lettre wane ne liggéey nga ñi ak ñi comme te ni nga amee BI mu nekk ak trans am place moo manage or you moo seen agent soo tabee BI mu appear in all platforms so loolu mooy going forward loolu moo si nekk man mi di wax yow nii def naa suma license as at now wax nii next week maa ngi war a start another online course man every day maa ngi jàng man si jàng rek laa def understand I studied talent identification which is part of scouting you understand because ñu bëri dañ jëf foog ni it's only about the technical ability of a player did it it's more than that the physique the how to call it the attributes yu mu amee understand his body language surtout loolu because there was a player boo xam ne dañ ko drop because of his body language he's very talented but agent bi scout bi lu ma wax mu ma cee this boy is just 17 and he has this profile or this personality imagine if he becomes a millionaire kenn du ko mën a control moom noonu la ko joojee so all those things da nga ko war a jàng nga mën a xam understand nga mën nga gis tim nga ñëw gis the most bright player understand nga di nga ko jël ñu jël koo xam ne he is more of a mun naa la gën a déggal coach bi ko la jëfal di yóbbu because of understand nga soo demee si tubaab bi dafa am leneen loo faa fekka it's not only about your talent it's first more than that tactically you have to be tactically aware tactically sound understand nga it's all about theory and practical so there are so many things to involve in football xam nga te man even suma coaching sax understand nga moo tax caa wana ko last skills dañu ne man dama mun a garab ma bëgg ci tubaab because man I'm seeing the future yàlla mel lii mooy di half spaces lii they need to be ready for the next level pour BI liggéey mu yomb ñu ko war a yomb ñun as coaches so mu tax BI tamit understand nga li ma la bëgg a ñaan su dee na mun a nekk understand nga su fekkee mun nga organize a capacity building training with the coaches or nga ut ay partner comme mun naa train coaches capacity programme pour gars yi mun a gën a dimbale xale yi understand nga on their developmental aspect understand nga on what to face next if they go to the next level I know it's a big task.
yaa ngi bëgg a put BI si sport bi de fii we are talking about
well it's a Gambian no we need another BI but am nañ keneen
but yeah let's learn about his work the agency and then when it comes to the other things you know like we can ask him xam nga because sometimes you don't want to put don't put it on the spot well okay BI you can react to that anyways Your choice.
No, pour wala dega bi loolu dooroon naa ko since, and am na yenn coach yoo xam ne in Gambia maa ngi doon try pour jàppale gars ñu dem to anyway at the time UK la woon, even even a goalkeeper coach amoon na benn goalkeeper coach comme ne maa ngi ko doon try pour like mu dem Angleterre at the time. The English FA amoon nañ some sort of training for the goalkeepers academy and everything was successful, but of course club ambi at the time bëgguñ ko doon support, which was unfortunate. And different coaches, in different capacities. I'm not a relationship like guy, and we still talk. Even them was one of the coaches. He's fighting for the league. Duma on the fourth division or second division, but then I want, and then one not clearly. Because the thing is, as much as because there is a perception people had before with me. Man, I only work with or for a certain club. Okay, which honestly at the time, Buman Nekon officially with them, they got like nyom employed, nyom job, the belief and the chance. I understand why most they may feel like, okay, you know what, we want the for a guy and then establish now a certain platform in Hamne, even without me, it will go. Man, you know what, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving. We're leaving to it. Man, I'm setting up my own company. And then learn more at this Modoustic, and then I'm literally working with any club or with anyone in the Gambia company to actually ready to work, and I'm not players you body or I'm not teams you body, even some players snake Kenan Monina Yobusa with regards to transfers and everything with regards to advice. This like the secret on me and like the secret from me, and even not that, even speaking I can with an officer, then man, okay, define you in a way, but read on you in a way elegantly will be protected. Don't you not, but Muna name about 2 or 3 clubs. Yeah, they do that. The club president, they do that. On transfer, it's not even me doing it and then come on the table. But they know, okay, in as much as I'm not interested player and then you want player, then I'm okay, Bia is not jealous or something like that. Because do one of your players here. So if another person can take them, fine. Not advice player, not advice club. Then now it's up to the club now to say, okay, then go jail or then just buy player from them, more or less.
Wade ache. So sawa ji mune musi ko.
Wow.
Well, any other thing lo dugal fofu. Any other question I want put BI? Because they want to the world of agency, am nga.
Wow, BI. You better not like man xam nako. I don't want put jana pour ñu xam ko. Understand? Because gisoon naa ne Sadibou organise na fi a training pour club secretary because any institution boo gis secretariat moo ko amee. But for some reason, dafa indi woon polemique about politics ak yooyu noonu. But later on, ñu demoon si benefit nañ si lu bari. Okay, so one thing soo xam ne gars yi xam nañ ko si mooy transfer, how it works. You understand? Ma ñëw benn point. What is training and solidarity compensation? What is that lu mean first? Secondly, ñaata la or ñaata percentage la ak si ñan la war a dem ak ñan ñoo ko war a seet.
Anyway, pour wala dëgg bi, with this training and solidarity thing, for Gambia, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. For clubs, body what is due to them or what is not due to them. Why? Because you have how you work with these players. Dinaneka Falcons, for example. Okay? And then Falcons Jaiko put them to Udense. Yeah? But before Chair Mudam on Falcons, Chair Mungon Baka United, same Chair Mungon Gambino, the same Chair Mungon Relevant, the same Chair Mungon Fortune. How do you think clubs will have benefit from the training competition? When that same chair, we won Fortune, we won 12, one Falcons, we won 18, one FIFA, we won 16. That can feel like clubs will have benefit. At the end, clubs see some of the clubs you know what? Because of you buy a bunya player, then just buy come with them. But then the thing is, with regards to training competition,
yeah, balama. But yaa ngi explain naka lañ ko partager li ma bëgg a wax mooy nga ci ko laaj tontu mooy what is training and solidarity compensation mooy lan pour nit ñi understand loolu first.
No, training compensation, it's something that has been brought by FIFA. Pour jàppale, naka laa ko explain ça, pour jàppale like the minority group. The minority group in this case is more African clubs or to some extent South American or Asian clubs. Because for example, you also train a player from the age of 12, and then player be naka young at mom for let's say 15. And then obviously in Gambia, let's say player be back on the player. And then player bangi 15 or 16. Not transfer player to Real Band. Why? Because Real Band, they're offering something you cannot get. Or Bakayana is not getting like the platform to market player, but Real Amna access. So Real Suja player. FIFA is telling the club with general player, out of this fee that you spend on a player, reserve a particular amount. Being 5% is going to go to the clubs that train or the club that have trained the player. So in this case, like a player was in Baka United from the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, and then we move relevant when he was 16. Baka United are due 4 years of training compensation. The amount is going to be divided in a way. When you take up a lawyer or you take up a legally minded person can actually help claim it for you. Recently, the phone knock for like for a club. Japan and I'm training compensation, I also solidarity compensation. This is a player being okay, in as much as 24 years of age, but getting a play for this club in Gambia. And even before this club in Gambia, they want to Senegal play for, they want to play another team in Gambia. But then women approach and buy this is actually there for you. You understand? They were like, no, like I'm going, okay, I have someone that can help you get something. And that club just last week or 2 weeks ago, player be moved to moved to another country. You understand? And then there's a fee involved. A club will make nothing less than 10,000 euros. The player 6 years ago, 7 years ago, like the player club. So training compensation is more start at the age of 12, they play 23. But then players should make 24, 25, 26. That's when you can start also looking for solidarity compensation as well, But training compensation just stops at that at that age.
Okay, so training compensation is different from solidarity.
Yes, training is different from solidarity.
Okay,
to my next question. Payments.
Wow, to my next question, Moy. Okay. Yeah, want club or academic la compensate or la training compensation. Like in a case club will come down yang wa FIFA yen criteria la academy or team club am wara am pour muna am benefit from that because gis nañu Gambia bari na fi ay sur academy ci understand ñu bari dañu register academy leen bo dañu register so pour nga muna am all those benefit na nga muna def ba ko muna am as a club was an academy in this case let's say academy.
No, like the fun depend, okay? So if we're gonna play a bit, I'm not gonna explain that. But in this, like training competition, most of the time you guaranteed that you will have it if the player moving, I think more than money involved in the fee. So that is more, FIFA didn't definitely bring even player 24, 25, 26, you can still be getting solidarity in a way being there. Anyway, being the benefit because FIFA came with this, to stop the exploitation of young talents, or underdeveloping countries, because for example, so what is a player from Gambia? Okay, maximum players if we don't for 10,000, for 15,000, 30,000, 100,000 maximum. Don't want 500,000, don't want half a million, or don't want 1 million, like Senegalese clubs in Ecuador. I understand. My guess recently, Generation Foot, Ningi Jais and player for now this Lamin Camera with them Mets. And then what did they do is because Generation Foot were actually very smart in it. I'm mean a lot of Harleys, like from that, but they are registered professionally. So what they have to do is they have to repay or give something back, to some of those clubs in Senegal and the players in for. So they may online Nakala Dinkogis. But put answer to your question and more Nakala Academy say the benefit is. First year is more like structuring yourself because training compensation or salary compensation is not the federation that will help you claim it for you. What the federation can do is they can help support. Help support in the sense that if there's proven a player be playing a Purio or academy or club, the massive federation be when you want the player passport. Player is not like Jefferson for a player passport. That's when you follow the legal, like the legal routes, to actually fly something. If it is a club amongst the TMSB, let's say fourth division, second division club, the TMSB, you can actually do it on your TMS, like legally. If you're not on TMS now, you get a legally minded person to actually help claim it for you. Or FIFA right now, they've made it very easy that you can actually lodge all these claims legally. So let me say FIFA legal portal, but the 1st of May is actually used. So FIFA is making things easier for you. Okay, sometimes handling the federation, I'm not talking about GFF, but in general, some like maybe it's a federation handling, okay, let's say Mangi, like let's say Mangi, I'm position Senegalese FAB, and then my am club to the 10 gauge, for example, and then Chair Munginho, the claim training commission or solidarity, and then do Senegalese FAB, and I must have player passport of this particular player. Come the man Mungi plays more in 10 gauge, but then man from the age of 12, at the age of, let's say Mungi move when he was 19, but the age of 17, 18, man, the ages and legally registered to 10 gauge. What is there now for chair of Baka United? Dara do Faneka, because obviously man claim now all those all those years. So chair league obviously there is no other way but claim training or solidarity compensation because the player passport if you been Johan Goko. But FIFA with this new FIFA legal portal, you can actually claim training compensation or solidarity, even without the support of your federation.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to spend one with Chow? If you want to move on,
okay. We were last one boy because we are almost close to 2 hours. We will cut them. We will cut the segments and then we share them. So got the swing guy.
Wow, Chow,
okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, one of those structuring agreement. Like, in a case, I'm not case I'm right now. I'm gonna have Ibrahim Dabo, Neka Roma. I'm going to have through back will at me.
Wow.
Okay. Then before we them fini mungon Faragoff. Chow, one second, one Faragoff.
Yeah, Faragoff. Yeah. See Uncle Pa.
Okay. See Uncle Pa. Mu play Navetan fat play ni them bagwe. Legi, hanga mom club jaay ko dafa dem bagwe mu def training gaay gis ko yóbbu ko léegi ndax case bu case yu mel noonu ndax académie mun nañoo claim for training solidarity compensation
coach hana jana sa academy nak wala la nu fa demee
non ñëfu la jaar
waaw ok su fekkee ne for example ok su fekkee ne Roma xama Roma ban team lañ ko jëlee but su fekkee ne Roma fay nañ transfer fee Ibrahima Dabo play na for them when you them to the GFF and then request for a player passport suñ ko amee they can actually lodge it to FIFA mun naa la jox a benn example of Musa Juara ñu xam nañ ne Musa Juara play na or he was in Real Banjul. Okay, yeah. And Real Banjul nakala ñu ko lañ jox nakala transfer ñu ko la jox some form of compensation in terms of Palace. When them Italy for na Kiva Verona it was or something like that. Real claim nakala binanen to Kiev or to claim for solidarity academy. But Kiev were like, no, this is a player company. He came to us, by boat and da. But Lolu still doesn't stop you from not paying what the African club in this case or the Gambian club in this case should get. And then Kiev were actually saying no, actually. But then when the matter went to FIFA, and then FIFA judicial body rule matter bit. Then this like legally, Real Banjul are entitled to something because player play na they go them na back way. But then so long as you have proof in terms of Natal or player Bangla player or I'm not contract or something, all of those stuff, are there. So in this case of Ibrahim Dabo, how about that? I don't know the details. Okay, but if Sufay can play not to the with this academy ball 1 week, and then I'm name player passport, you understand from the GFF for the one and a wow. Key play now and then academy time am nañ proof ne Ibrahima Dabo play na, and then these are the pictures, then 100%, Father Goff or the academy am nañ a case. Dina yaga nag because Roma legally nañ ko fight, but the matter nañ to FIFA, and then FIFA nañ want what, from this age to this age the player was here. This club are due solidarity compensation and they should be paid.
Okay. Beneen question more like I'm supposed to keep more one.
And then if you need help, like
yeah, break out.
Need help, just let me know. I can actually help you.
Nice.
Hello?
Yeah,
wow.
Hello?
Yeah, wow.
Wow, yama there.
Wow. I'm glad you.
Wow, no, man, if you need help, I can actually also help, I can actually help out, with it, and yeah. Like if I can that all the documents are in place and then there's proof for it, then yes, you have a case.
Okay, loolu point loolu nañ ko waxtaan after léegi am leen li mooy boole ko naa la ñaari question bo dama jaala beneen bi mooy yëfi am TMS ak ICT because su ma dañ koy dégg di leen understand but boobu moom nañ ko bàyyi pour another day understand fi ma tëjee mooy lu soxal ñëpp loo xam ne ñëpp mun nañ jëpp transfert dem na woo ñëw na woo yëpp lii la xaalis understand te FIFA dañ ne they allow third party interfere ci every players transfer si nii because of lu xamu noonu diggante Mascherano ak Tevez if you can recall they are moved to West Ham understand nga so gars yi dañ dee avoid loolu léegi that being said yéen as agent you have a role to play you understand in transfer dealings ok léegi naka la transfer yi dee demee xaalis bi understand nga naka la koy tasaaree comme yéen si yéen ngeen war see mun a am play bi war see mun a am club bi war see mun a am si transfer fee bi naka la ko dee sédduwee xam na dañu mën a exactly nga xam woon ñu
non pour wala dégg bi yeah pour wala dégg bi every agent is due 10%. I understand 10% of every transfer. Okay. am na ñoo xam ne dañ lay request or dañ lay wax ne dañ bëgg a percentage si transfer fee boo xam ne club yi ñu ko war a jël which 100% is illegal. I understand. am na yenn agent ñoo xam ne dañoo lekka from 3 sides. dañoo lekka from club buy jënd player bi, club buy jaay player bi, ak even the player himself, which 100% is totally illegal. I understand. Let's say in the case of a Gambian club, pro the garbage, like what's 50,000 euros, for example, in football. And then man ma wara ñëw ci club, man you know what, 50,000 euros go jama 10,000. You actually killing like club boobu, because club before you're not a biggest player before tolo. You understand? Club maybe spending, who knows, maybe even 40,000 euros already. Not only on that player, but the club in general, but I'm the player. So man, I'm not a fan of even getting transfer, even getting paid commission, from the player. Every transfer that I make sure I get the commission from the buying club. I understand? Or because obviously 10% should come, okay, from the player salary. Okay, no, from the player salary. But I'm not dañoo dem si club bi wax gars yi ne okay, I need a 10% player, wax player bi ne 10%. But FIFA made in a way you have the option. Actually now you have the option of the player paying 10% directly or the club. But man, I always say it's better for club and you for 10%. Why? Because you never play every month salary. So then you calculate, like let's say player 1,000 or let's say 5,000, like see Monday. So 5,000 times 12, the entire amount divided by 10, club B, that's what they will give you. Whether it's gonna be a one-time fee. Most of the time it's actually a one-time fee that so then larger, and then you have nothing else to claim from the player. And then club now, you said, I'm gonna do nakalenko gain or divide like every month from the player salary or from his 1 month salary, more or less. But it's actually totally illegal, to eat or get a percentage from a club in Gambia, a club in Europe, and from the player himself.
Right.
It's totally illegal and it's undone. No, put one of the Lola play am.
Yeah.
Okay, they do it in a way being am the lolo. Put one okay. one of the instances boo xam ne player yi xam naa ne most of the time ñoom they pay the commission loolu most of the time si naari la understand because amoon naa transfer si naari academy so in that case club bi si waxaan dañu ne bëgg a fay commission so what you do is now let's say player bi ñaata nga bëgg a player won like certain amount let's say for example in this case 100,000 la player bi bëgg a pam naka laay si at bi yëpp you understand da nga player bi okay you know what 100,000 now naka laay loolu la si waaye naa dem wax club bi ne 150 nga bëgg wala 200 nga bëgg you understand player su nangee mu ne waa lii la nga ne ko okay the rest of the amount is what you know like is what I'm gonna get as commission player bi nangu then yes you can proceed but doo mën a like the player bi ñaata nga bëgg 100 okay nga ne okay dama lay si 100 anything above that suma boss la nga dem isi ko offer of 1 million nga ne ko 900,000 la mën nga ko jox loolu is undone because obviously you are working for the player not the player working for you and I always tell the players this an agent is working for you you're a boss am ne ko moom mooy sa boss a lot of players are scared more or less you know with some of this agent you know even being honest agent says more than something wrong the whole name which is actually bad you know because agent bank for because of without you there's no agent without you I won't be paid so I am you know like you're my boss you know and players don't want to understand when agents come in and start to tell them this like hey you know what I'm the one paying you you know in as much as fire money directly but stuff is small because of my play long what you fight you know more or less so players sit down you know what I'm understand you know because I'm not feel like you know players in ñoo xamu right that you know players ñoo xamu naka ñoo xamu right pour wala dégg bi pour player am right am from mu jógee Gambia to outside them play beneen team loolu moom I was always about players ne bul fight right because pour wala dégg bi soo demee fight ne okay lii laa bëgg next minute fii ngay toog de Gambia ngay toog ñun ñoo xam ne Gambia dara nekk fi but then so long as yaa ngi dem that's when you should start to open your eyes and ears xam ne okay you know what from now on duma allow kenn di ma cheat and then lii ak lii
Okay, nice. Coach, I think léegi moom jox naa sa question si daal is different. How ma dugga si
non mu ngi amee beneen non mu ngi amee beneen loolu was the first question really second bi
ma jox ko beneen bi
no blame dama ko dinja ko cham ngeen claim time te xana time dina ko chama bañu ko bien ko gawti am
time dem na but finally you check a list of players I think some interesting names are there ku mel ni Steve Tarawale I think he's the biggest name in the list of players that is under your list generally like wax ne okay this is the official list generally like can you give us a number on ñaata players ñoo nekk under like currently on the Modoustic sports management
mun naa la wax ne liggéey naa with nearly 100 players professional some of them are Gambians some of them are not you know like so you say like I just include only Gambian players is because dama bëgg a trend bi nga xam ne you know everyone on the list is going to be Gambian pour naka nit yi gisee man am an exclusive Gambian based agency you understand some of the players I work with them I understand they are not officially registered or listed on the Modoustic transfer market but then I am still working with them you understand even national team players some Scorpion national team players I'm still working with them you know even some retirement so you understand but they're not officially listed on there why because of some of them are co-representations and some of them you know I'm just like listen you know what even okay my legal chair my partner you know what Kina Neka under you you understand and then you cannot do anything without me like per se but then I just still want to because Puma Neka agency on the transfer market I am like 50 or 100 players you know Duma muna am that time to make sure a man for chess one problem man for chamas one problem man for kids one problem Dama buga make sure that any player one problem you know my dedication more time you know to make sure must sort out you know for you so I want to be an agency we're gonna have a small list of players but quality you understand instead of just the quantity one okay mine 1,000 players or 100 players but my Ghanaian players my league with Nigerian players Kenya in the Premier League my league with Senegalese players my league with a Guinean player as well you know, but they're not officially listed on the Modoustic. I just want to make it 100% Gambian thing, you know. Okay, right now I'm Ken, I'm making best, you know, and Lolo is because of that was an issue with people listening under the agency. So I just wanted to have that control on it. You know what? He's on the Modoustic, and Modoustic is the one that can move him more or less.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing, you know, when it comes to agency, like time, because if you are like representing a lot of players, problems there never happen. Like because players team see they want the best interest of the team. Obviously, players see they are there to play football. They cannot represent themselves properly. So there's gonna be a lot of problem. I'm many players you have many big name players, like for example, same agency, they only manage them alone. This is happening in football. I can give an example. For example, Liverpool, they have Mohamed Salah. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I know his agent is solely on Salah. Like, and he's different, like different breed of person. So there are George Mendes, they have a list of players, but those are big companies with a lot of agents in the system. So it's not necessary. Maybe they represent the bigger ones, but there's a team behind it. What is the team behind Modoustic? Like this now six transfer mad because now for another name. Like there is your name and there is also another name. What is it? Yeah.
No, team team bank, you know, like the team is actually there and is actually growing. But then the footballer they be chama. I'm always like, if you have no interest or addition, you know, to give to me, I don't need you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm not criticizing us Gambian, but unfortunately, a lot of people what they see is BI Tuki, BI 1 million monthly, BI next million monthly, you know, 2KB academy, and then just announce transfers. So you're showing with that mindset, and I them Liga BI because of Liga clearly, you know, number 5 this salary or they not travel. It's a wrong mindset. You know, if you want to join me, come and join me, put one, okay, you know what? Liga boy that you know, I want to support. So anybody come and really on the Modoustic, you have to show me some form of
value,
competency.
Yeah.
You understand? Some form of competency.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm the same mindset. You know, we're here to help not only Gambian football players, but African football players, you know, more or less. So Lomota, the team is actually there. It's actually more than the 2 year digis, but officially 2 year for Neka. And so we say my list Mula Jasi for it's Mula actually liga in Amon, you know, Manmako Guinea, Gambia wouldn't play professional. I understand. Unfortunately, his career was a bit messed up. And that's thanks in part to maybe mistakes, some of the mistakes you make. And Lomota Manaka, you know what, I'm gonna bring you on board. Some mistakes you make known inside life. You know, because Mulai was one of the best players. You know, maybe Che Hamnalo was one of the best players in Gambia. You understand? And his talent, but then I'm believing, okay, in as much as make in his career, but make 1 or 2 mistakes. So, Momo the right person put advice to young players. One, you know what, they take the law. You understand? So they may they avoid the league. You understand? So, no matter anybody coming in, you have to offer a different dimension of what I'm offering, more or less.
Oh, nice. But I guess then there's not a lot of agents. We want to get transfer. I was, you know, hang a Gambia more different. So I will check a little bit Gambian agency. You know, it's now a list of 5 names there, but not necessarily all of them are agents. Some of them are a scout in an agency. Or that's but come you are registered on the Denmark, I believe, not on the Gambia. Because still the guy will visible. But I can understand why you can do all those kind of things, because sometimes it makes the things easier. You know, it makes things easier to working in Gambia than working in other places. You know,
when I wanted to become an agent, Denmark helped me. Denmark helped me in the sense that they gave me the opportunity. In the sense my doors were open, were open, and then to actually be affiliated with the Danish Football Union or the Federation was actually much easier. I remember at the time, I think maybe before this present executive, how long they've been here, but at the time, one of the board members or executive members, you know, and then I was charged $5,000, you know, to be with them. And then I told before paying that $5,000, what value am I actually getting? You know, with regards to be registered with them, you know. But then I'm doing business in this particular country, madam, affiliate myself with them, and then it's easier for me to do business. And I pay my taxes, with them. I pay everything with them. Every player that is, that is there. And also clubs, whenever I take my phone to say, okay, man, Nike, they will listen because they know that, okay, I'm affiliated with them more or less, but yeah, man, I try to change that, in a way, but I think now I'm gonna make everything like a home brand, home brand in the sense that it's gonna be Gambia. So I'm actually speaking with the federation to be actually now let's say transfer small if with them instead of Denmark, and then I'm 100% gonna be repping Gambia on transfer market and 100% representing Gambia on transfer room. Transfer room, which is a platform where I'm not sure many are aware, but it's a platform that is really really expensive. Okay, to have your player there, you have to pay £15,000, more or less. But if a transfer it's a platform, it helps you to get closer to decision makers in a club. Let's say, for example, your chama, your yai, let's say young in a sport night of Manchester City, and then I'm the agent of Che. So like okay, like Liverpool, and then my agent to Che. Okay, so them online feeling the details of Che. I understand, but then the platform with the message Che, then call send a text message or an email. Pull like Chair is modeling via your agent, and then Chair will have to go online the same platform to accept our mobile, and then Chair will be verified, and I'll be verified on the platform. Put one my agent. So let's say you're Chama, Liverpool sports director, you're looking for a striker, so you just play in the platform. You understand? Order different people, then you know the pitch some players you recommend, and then my recommend Chair. You take a look at Chair. Okay, Chair, blah blah blah. Like even on the platform, express interest, and then from there, you start to communicate back and forth. And yeah, like to be honest, I think like on that particular platform, I'm actually on the Gambia, but for now, I'm the only like government agency mortgage, like actually on that. It would be really good to have other people on it, but provided it's expensive, because you're paying £15,000, like per year, and yeah.
It's new. It's new. The world of agency is new in the Gambia. Like we know there are a few who are doing it. Cherno Samba, and I believe he's registered on the England or something like that. And then recently, ñu ngi gis ne ku mel ni Sirif Jaaju moom it mi ngi am license am bi, so moom tam mi ngi ko da go. Sirifo xam nga, so boo tam ñu ngi ko rafetlu bu baax a baax. And moom tam mi ngi wax ne am na ñu nekkoon foofu noonu. So it's growing gradually, and this is what we want to see, because at the end of the day, so la sa mbokk yi nekkee di la represent, sometimes it makes life much easier than xam nga ñoo xamante ne ñi ngi jógee fële, you don't know what their motives are and all those kind of things. So yeah, this is beautiful, and we are very very like myself, I'm very happy to see these things happening in Gambian football, and xam naa ne he feels the same way. So BK, Hannah, the show has been a little bit long though today, but it's 2 hours long. But lu ma def rek mënuma ko waxee mooy then dina cut these parts, ma def ko own segments am su ko defee suñu audience dinañ mun a xam nga ne mun a have a focus on what lan leen discuss. But it has been a pleasure really to have you on here, Mr. BI. Che, do you have any final words you mun a sànnil BI before?
Sorry, Chama. Let me just come in here, okay? Yeah. There's a trend more observed, and I'm not mention to maybe it's a Gambian brother more like I'm gonna even out like an outsider, which of course is true to me. But that doesn't mean it's a Gambian brother is Larry and it's more like from you. Doesn't mean daughter is an outsider.
Exactly.
But the belief I always have is, and maybe Chair, they experience Lolo. You understand? Some players, they are very much Bugma are racist in a way because it's a bad word to use, but they tend to put a white skin above you. You understand? Like even in the Gambian league, not in the league a player. Let's say one of the best players in the league exactly, Nalo Holland, and then no, Mangi Sana agent, the agent from Neka, Mungi Angleterre or Mungi Spain or something, because of agent being Nakala, he's white. So they tend to believe that the white skin, and even you're the black skin, and then they give you no respect. But then they go and see the white skin, whatever they're doing for them is not working. Then carry them astray or otherwise you want back. Bro, I'm gonna likely. They tend to give you cock and bull stories, which for me, if you come with it, that's it. I'm sorry, but bye bye. So the thing is, put man dal my advice play. They glue all parties, whether a black skin, a brown skin, a white skin, whatever skin, even a purple skin or a red skin. Yeah, I understand. But so long as need kimung for sa interest, you understand. Make sure you go with that person, because in this business you have a whole lot of wolves. They're just there because of having okay, like look at it. They got like agent be halis halis be like Jorge Mendes like like other people what they make. I don't even make 0.5% of it. But then because they have the quality of they have the quality players on the clubs there after them. But which player do I have Arsenal is gonna be after him? Even our best player, right now in the national team, Arsenal is not after him or Liverpool is not after him, for example. But then when you have players that are of that level and then clubs in the top, trust me, jam. You're starting okay, like BM for example. But but sometimes things are going, and hopefully with time because obviously you get slowly you get try to break the transfer record in Gambia. How many before players that never go for 100,000, but legi, even 300,000 you get giant. You get try to put state like a player move for 1 million euros comes in next players, and inshallah with time, load and whether with me or with Chair or with other people,
Yeah, I'm not very good.
Actually good
because final question, but like about it, deals. Like you have gone through a lot of deals, right? So the challenging, the most challenging one so far, which one is it? Dealing with like, if you have to choose one.
Anyway, I'll say the most challenging is dealing with Nari.
Uh-huh.
And then Nari are very, very complicated. I remember. For move a particular player out of Sinari, it was really difficult, And obviously with the time difference, Nari they most of the time work at night, and then you want to complete everything in the morning. So it was difficult. Another one I would say that was difficult was Michelin did them Anderlecht, for 8 million. It was really, 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 really hectic. In the sense that Michelin were not even looking for 8 million, Yeah, exactly. Michelin were not even looking for 8 million. And just put your perspective. This is a player come in Gambia for, okay, do I mention amount, but even I want 100,000, for example, okay?
Yeah.
Horsens Jaya player for 200,000 to Michelin. And then imagine that you're able to 15 million for that player in 6 months, So obviously, at the time, Michelin were not even looking for that. Michelin for now look for something less, 2 or 3 or 4 million or something like that. But Hanga bottom under like more, Mungam Halis and everything. So Munyo with a ridiculous offer, and then Michelin, okay, Kim Munyo will leave. Then it means I'm not Halis, get them more. So what the price be? Yeah. So that was also like a tough one, actually, and that was also another one. Player is actually a Nigerian player right now. He plays the Premier League. That was also tough, because Danish club made it really difficult, So and those were more difficult. The rest, of course, every player, every transfer is difficult because player club they always want to give more. They always want more. They always want to have the maximum out of everything.
Yeah.
In Gambia, Santa Yardal, I'm not saying Munma any club making things difficult, for me, academy, So now on things are good. Because obviously I'm always one, what, first step in as much as doing now for I-60, I-50, or I-30, I-15, or even 10, or even some free transfer is nothing. You understand? But then player be so I'm your hopes more, but then make up. You understand? Player be you can get, he will sell for €500,000, he will sell for €1,000,000. And then who knows, €1,000,000 percentage both no. It's a lot of money than even your Nana Obona Jai, for example. So it's more after say that like what and that, Manuna what and then have an understanding and then not the good time with regards to being straight to the people that you're dealing with, in terms of the transfers, more or less.
Yeah, so like Buba 8 million, is that the biggest transfer you made, or is there a bigger one?
No, the biggest was 20 million, more Nigerian player. But in terms of Gambian player, yeah, Buba more different, you know. Like actually, like before Buba, you know, like I'm on a Kenan, you know, Steve, Montam was close to 8 million, but I got on 8 million anyway, more or less.
Okay. Well, that you like play with that.
Yeah,
why nego legend bu wad. Coach.
Mana?
No may Nigerian play we can do go ham. Why you nego legend?
Wow.
Coach.
Nakadu player. But then finally, you know, hopefully, when under 20 players, you know, one of these days, didn't just sign, you know, to or with one of these clubs before World Cup with that. You know, which of course one time with Boston was a bit complicated because we involved with another agent and it was a total mess, you know. But sometimes Yala Japal and Kodal, you know, and yeah, they must sign a contract with that hopefully by next year before World Cup with that and go announce and
okay,
yeah.
okay, guys. Watch out for that announcement. There will be an announcement of one of the players coming.
No, actually two last. Actually two last under 20. Actually two, you know.
A couple of them. Okay,
so
okay. So guys,
yeah.
watch out for that. I don't know. No, I don't know what to do. Big guy def seen final announcement bi xam nga rek moy lolu.
Mana chama che naka che xamuti no la bëgg jaay gaaw rek.
Wa garaaw. Wa coach. How would you like get some final words to before you ma jox BI xam nga final floor bi ak yoy nonu ñu close bi.
Waaw Chama am na lu ma bëggoon a wax lu ma ko bëggoon laaj bu mu tëjee fa yow jël nga ko laal tuuti moom jël na see laal tamit waaye mooy loolu like mooy regarding ngay liggéey player for example nga amoon contract understand nga because dañ lay gis ne tuuti ngi involved in football agent ak manager so bëgg naa boobu nga leeral ma ko tuuti rek nga laal si lu ndaw rek ñu mun a xam différence yi fu ma bëgg a gën a nga toj mooy in a case ne player mu ngi liggéey ak yow ama yow contract comme ni ko players yi tamit caama nga bala ma players tamit ay orkat lañ soo gisee man Willy yow seriously du ko bëgg waaye xam na li ma wax soo gisee man Willy ma lay ko su lu bëri ñu bëri dañ ko def accuse Willy dafa lii non Willy dafa invest xaalisam te players da nga defal gars yi lu baax suñu xasee ba génn pare nañ si yow de so yow li nga mun mooy fi ngeen a jàppale seen force transfert li si mën a am nga am ko si mujjee bi ko ñoom suñu demee duñ la xool sax loolu mooy réalité bi yow xam nga li ma wax loolu mooy réalité bi am sax musique ko
da nga liggéey da nga liggéey ak player sa you know nga move ko de the same player nga liggéey ak moom the only time suñu naka bu mu la ko le mooy is either nekk di amu playing time or you know or mu bëgg a génn or mu am problem that's the only time boy dégg player bi you know so that's actually true
masa te play alum borom ko yow at least every week every after game nga mën a waxtaan ak moom sa match bi tey ni la fa demee ngeen waxtaan at least anyway going back to mo wax léegi ok su dee player mu ngi liggéey yow mu nekk on a contract with yow léegi another agent gis ko bëgg ko understand nga player bi bëgg a ñëw ne léegi kële moo ko bëgg te yow yaa ngi moom contract te kële mu ko offre mu ko jox moo yow so léegi foofu nu mu fa lay demee foofu lay tëjee rek
no xam nga players ñu bëri and you body fee in Gambia, you know, which is actually very quite sad. People don't know the difference between an interest and an offer. Understand? So your player who like, you know, like player boy one is maybe agent boy not one. I'm not Manchester City, you know, you're interested in you know, blah blah blah. Why, you know, big buga dealer agent, man yo mura dealer, and then you're in your head, you're gonna low digger. But in fact, your agent boy buys. You understand? Or boy frustrated put like put terminate contract be. Go more the angel, but you think that you're going to an angel, why is not going that you're going to a devil, you know, more or less. And possible pour a contract with an agent, you understand, and out of the bull and go terminate. Agent bo soon like Kenan Lassa. Munala sue for breach of contract. Munala okay, then I'll see agent Bobo. Muto fold his hands, go move la, and then the flash sue. I understand. The flash sue because why in the contract 10% of what you're still legally entitled to pay to him. Yeah, you know, so if I can after low dal muy low agent send you agent boss and quote want, you know, but you're legally entitled to pay like an agent that you still contracted to. you know, like more or less. And it happens a lot. Players in England and London nakala din ko leham. Nanga gis okay, chair mula sign and then chair mula yobu, let's say like Norway. You know, man out of the blue, boy, no, chair lumna de fara yo, one nga pass in Norway. You know, blah blah blah. Bang let's say FC Copenhagen mula buga. You know why FC Copenhagen man and hambugo nyo dila with chair. Even though you're a man and one chair, I'm like no, I cannot talk to chair because chair dafa greedy, dafa lead. You know, I Copenhagen in that fight, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, but I'm out call chair na ma terminate. Nothing mean that chair no si man. You know, ma sign la. Aga fa la yobu. Bugma wa any nakala. Yeah, exactly. Nakala. You know, no, in this case, nakala. In this case, my over here Denmark. You know, with Copenhagen. Bugma wa a team okay. The look like this. But let's say man, okay, mangla wa Copenhagen, and then man I will Hobro, for example. You know, then what nakala lumaya mo no, I'm the agent mo gonna complicate things. So Copenhagen they'll back out, blah blah. Why they get them on Hobro, Copenhagen in a Satan. Players always get fooled. So feel in this life, kunna yolane. You understand? Kunna yolane. Man, I always tell players. You understand? Because put why they get chama.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm a player come to munge place league bifi in Gambia. Kula wana BI. John ma contract ma sign. No one, no single one. You understand? No single one. You know, can you one league contract be likely? Okay. So when I move it and then them. Of course, I'm not they're not actually even signed to me. I'm like, you know what? Just play, no pressure. Anybody call a contract, just talk to me. So I'm sign, but no pressure player. When I'm ready to give you that contract for you to sign, I know then I will know that you're putting up to take the next step. Yeah. You know, but players you put in you, I'm gonna like get stuck, you know, sign with people, and then next week then it's a problem. One money signing a contract with an agent is bad, but then you kind of you know, so if I can come the farm understanding more or less, you know, can the contact, you know, I'm gonna and then try to find a way. Now I'm going to move interest. Why come there? So contact you know, no man play the club pare. Take a amodara, I'm just sit down, fold in his hands. Little more the problem that, you know, more or less. But yeah, overall that I think players should be wise up, and hopefully, you know, people that they're dealing with will be straight with them. You know, man, I'll be straight with them, Chair will be straight with them, but not everyone will be straight with them, for example. You know, because obviously, I'm not saying the highest neko pas move play out of Gambia, but them maybe they am 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 euro. But what's 5,000 euro, for example? Yeah. When okay, I'm not a player, so they may move to the next step. I'll be getting 50,000 euro for like minimum. You know, I'm not playing anybody fee, nobody. I buy a ticket for them to go. I pay for their visa fees. I pay everything. Some of them I'm gonna chance be okay. Maybe Benin agent this land they sign, which is not a problem. But I always tell players that what I'm offering you, no agent on this earth will offer it to you. No agent on this earth, because I'm not sacrifice my money put love. So kunekata with this like it's all kunekata actually you know, more or less.
Etc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why we must you so we got 2 hours. They 2 hours.
Yeah. Ciao bi am lu tontu wu de bi.
Okay.
Wala ko laaj.
Right.
Moy ne legi comme won na ne su place benen agent mu gëna legi na agent dem na liggéey. For example tay yow nga amé chama. Okay. Min George Mendes ñoo ne bu gëna chama. Waye ya ko xamne ya ko si yo la jaar chama la buga legi yeen nan ya ko jëmene da ngeen mëna am deal ngeen d'accord mom mu jël chama mu am lu la compenser dalan
no tonto na la fa, you know, one na player bi so they may sign George Mendes for example, I understand, and then you terminate the contract. George Mendes ko mo ci close sa player bi
yo George Mendes dul wax player bi si yo la mo ñew mu ngi la legi man dama bëgg sa player,
you know, kan agent bi
wow.
Wow. Oh yeah, of course. Co-representation of player. Again, naka chama mungi dem si transfer academy, and then this naka like this players. One after I'm not players, they're not on there, but I still work with them. You understand? And lowly co-representation. I'm not for example, George Mendes. One okay, the Fabuga Steve. Remove Steve from Modoustic transfer market. and then you go to judgment is transfer market. Why? Because I'm not okay. If judgment is sitting at the club, one of my Steve Garden's transfer market and this living, it adds more weight rather than the same club. Bubuga Steve, one of them they want a club. They won't even talk to me, even though you give a player. How I understand? So co-representation of player. I'm not playing. Somebody you go under transfer, like under Modoustic. Yeah, I understand. And then the man put gain a guy. Then you buga sit transfer market. A player like James Gomez, I still work with him. You understand? But chairman of the transfer market, gis na James Nekofa. Mungi on maybe so side on another company. But I'm still I'm a decision maker.
I had a photo with you and him. I wanted to post it, but because of no money, okay, he never see this video.
No, like yeah, exactly. Like a player like Steve, move some is a co-representation with with other agents. So, in as much as agent one and okay, can you get together? That's it. And then okay, after say how do you see the player? More explain, more and clearly. So next agent one okay, he's looking for making money out of the player. And you know what? Smart ideology, actual ideology, it's not the same. You understand? In as much as you get for hires, but if you want to earn more than the player, it makes no sense. I'm not agent. I come and tell them, listen, you know what? You're in the power to move this player. Man, you're just 70%. I'll take 30% of the commission, which I have no problem with. Buba them not under like for 8 million. There's a whole lot of transfer. Transfer. There's a whole lot of commission that has been paid, more than close to €500,000. But I never even made up to 50,000. You won't believe, and that's the fact. Because obviously when it was time to move, I was like, okay, you know what? In as much as man, I'll take the credit in the Marco move. Exactly, because that hit is what is going to help me tomorrow. I can meet or approach any player or any agent or any club one day. You know what, player B, I was involved in moving to this particular club. The Harrisburg doesn't come straight to me. You understand? But lowly, I was using it as a repetition, exactly, and something like that my booster. So, how would I not answer a question with you, or you still want me to explore further? So yeah, co-representation now that play okay, clearly. But first thing, some agents they know mandate la buga. Okay, mandate for money. Okay, I need money for this country or for this club. I like agents who come and tell me, I need a mandate for your player for let's say Slavia Prague. You understand? Sing at the move, I'm not anyway. Man, I'm on direct access to clubs in Denmark and the Bugonenko. You understand? And even Austria and even Belgium.
Yeah.
But Moto Mahalan, you know what? So let me say club B, not make or likely not development and like not continue. This like swap on been check when I listen, you know what? I'm not kidding. Man, I didn't even tell this guy that sing at a small player, but an agent more forward. Imagine I've been an agent. You understand? So mom, he was working with that particular agent on Singate. Mato benefit man, you know what? Check I am contact him, you know what? Likely. I'm not offers, but Mandi this direction that I want. He has to go somewhere where he will play just step by step, and then eventually not play in a bigger competition. One of this boy is not a player. What do you mean? One of no he's the player of one agent. Manako really Manako this is the name of the player. Call him, ask him who is your agent, this guy or Modu. Whenever he's not a player, Manako, I'm begging you. Exactly. Mo question at the singer Manako man Biala Ham, Moma Gene Gama Momla Liga, and any agent who contacts Biala Kolewa. I understand. So Munyo would apologize. But to what point in that morning, agent Bobu Kukolon what about agent Bolon just saying the correct requirement to this guy. Which of course it happens a lot. The father them and then okay, Slavia planning interested, then the man contact directly. My buga mandate or my buga new league, I'm Slavia Prague. Not do I'm not going to
Yeah.
I understand. But the farm make as if Momo is a deal.
Yeah.
So much more contact and this guy and check work on it, play like Joko, all the offers that I had on the table, work on it, overseeing it. But so Buga is so many something we speak to the club, you know what ideas they have for the player, we'll do it. So Lolubum here after this check guy when listen, Kimo more if you play with and even though I'm not a bad relationship with him, listen, you know what, if you want to work with him, fine, but you work with him on this player to Slavia, forget it. You know, don't worry, I'll see how to handle it. And then you know, what happened is agent bu propose player bi moo ñu dama contact ne yeah maa ngi am yegg nekk ma ne ko koy waxal diw mu ne ma yeah ma ne ko listen diw balaa yow ngay wax moom xam naa ko cause di def nañ business like several times. So you know, basically daal market be it's
crazy,
or business be daal yeah, like it's crazy, but of course so I mean one or two partners that they're trustworthy, it's always easy. You know, very, very easy. You know, very, very easy. And Lumawa Cherry Moine, I see everything that he's doing. I see all the players that he's taking. I understand. Some of the players, you know, actually Kennedy guy, 100 different agents wanted them, 100 different clubs wanted them. But of course, Chair trying like even once I begun to be really honest, but Chair trying to open up somewhere, which I'm very much happy.
Yeah.
And low time I'm not following the players' progress because player progress I'm to them make man, I use it as a starting point. So go make it. And as I'm he's doing very well. I'm not contact Chair, listen, you know what, play really clearly. And then Chair will have the right to say, okay, let's do it. Oh, I have something better, you know, like, which is fine, you know. So after that, we can all try to do one or two things together. And then whenever I see that I have something that fits the qualities of player Chebi, I will take Chair, not just manager and like, you know, Lila Am, you know, then it's up to him now to say, Moilul. You know, but provided Gabriel, 3/4 of the transfer that have been made, most of them are done based in partnership with another person. Players, like transfer, like all these big moves that you see Premier League, most of them are not even done by one agent. You know, because clubs see they trust them. You know, so then you want, okay, I need this player, so go contact agent B and blah blah blah. So it's all business with that. It's all having an understanding and working. Exactly, like working together, that, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Che, diga, satisfying.
Yeah, no.
Why? Anyways, like then mun nañu xam nga mun nañ ko call a day. But first of all, like Bi, thank you very much for coming to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. Usually our shows last about 1 hour. But this one went over 2 hours. But yeah, it was worth it, I would say. It was worth it because, like, this is new to Gambian football. This is new to most of us. So it is good to clarify a lot of things. Because maybe some of the footballers are listening. They have aspire to go somewhere. Some of the people who aspire to be an agent, something like that, maybe they are listening. So there's a whole host of people, like different type of like diverse people. So, how many people the last time I'm lafidi? Because I know you are not just into the agency thing, like you are into the like when it comes to understanding of the game itself. You have a very good understanding of the game itself. So, no come here, them gonna hang out coach for some time. Young nekon journalists and things like that. So you have this vast experience. So sometimes I'm invited on another date. You know, you shed more lights on about Gambian football and things like that because ñun fi liñ fi nekk rek moy naka lañu promoter Gambian football. So thank you very much for joining us on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. Yeah, coach
Chama waaw man li ma ko bëgg a wax rek mooy officiel dama ko ñibbi dégg ko na prepare contract xam ne damaa ñu mu mën a man as a coach mu nekk sama agent so prepare jël ma
Wow, no problem, you know, like no problem. Actually, you're gonna live with coaches, you know. Gambia. From when Ghana, you wanna in the coach. But like chairman you mentioned when a coach naka chairman you mentioned naka ben coach si transfer market be, you know, nala you know. Okay, like I'm not on time, but now I explain low nakala. Okay, he's a Spanish coach. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sheikh Jamal, Sheikh Jamal, this club in Bangladesh, Nyoso long coach.
Yeah.
Okay, and then once you coach, you know, Boram club be naka chairman me contact ma. And then okay, I was saying who exactly can I recommend? Madam online, you know, say LinkedIn, and then I started to start just coach, you know, just coaches. Madal see key profile. I'm gonna call listen. I am an interest. I'm not promising you anything. I understand, but likely more for nega. Are you interested? I'm gonna okay. If I'm club, they found it to be very interesting. You know, guy in no, that's then book a no, you're not gonna talk to him. You know, you did everything with me. You know, so I was able to manage them back up for negotiation, and then with them. But when this coach, how much put one dig how much we never spoke, we never worked in academy. And then there's another guy who's a sports director. You know, actually, right now he's he's part of one of the biggest clubs in Belgium. I could like more club because then it's more my confidentiality. You know, but it also started it also started the same way. You know, so with regards to if he openings for coaches, you know, I always have that. But the thing is, Buguma the ball like got together. How many understand? Even recently, there is a club in Egypt, you get for a coach or a technical director for Gassin Academy, a very, very good club in a very, very good location in Egypt. You know, one of the tourist places in Egypt. Do Cairo, do Alexander, do Ismailia, you know, but in a very, very good place. I'm not tourist for them. But the thing is, you know, Putman FSC has to, like, it has to fit. No matter, the one I understand, some of these coaches, when they, coaches in Gambia, you know I'm saying, interested, well, I want to be attached to the national team, I want to be attached to this. Bro, like you limiting your capacity. You know, you don't want to learn, you don't want to expose yourself. That's why I always and will always respect our money. You know, momung fi yaga na feel nakala la yaga na feel. But then where is he now? Matan boy is nakala is the same thing. But all the coaches, okay, sorry for saying all, but most of them are just you know, particularly coaching association of nakala, like coaching association of chair from Boca. Yeah, you know, we have to try to be affiliated with the national teams and blah, blah, blah. Like, sorry, bro, you're just wasting your time. Work hard to try and go and coach even a team in Senegal second division. This night Senegal is coach the number by Senegal, no coach Gambia. But why not our government coach is going to coach in Senegal? Are they better than us? No. But we're too much incapacitated. We're just comfortable with where we are. And it's the same old thing happening in Gambian football, where a coach of 10 years ago will be rotating different teams. You know, and then nothing yang Japanese football, yang Japanese football in Gambia. No, you're not. You know, you're not. You know, but hopefully, you know, the rest coming, you know, like the rest coming, like mention the perspective. But when you look at it, the coaching scenario here in Gambia for the past 10 years, it's the same faces,
Definitely.
Same old faces. Which I'm not saying what you call but another young ambitious one. You know, it's a prayer, and I hope, you know, things will change, you know, with time. That
yeah, hopefully. Yes,
yeah boobu rafet na nañ ko understand nga man caama fu ma tëjee rek bi li mu wax man loolu laa wax understand nga man suma ambition not it's not a dream lu ma gum la Ten Hag fu ma toog noonu man naa fu mu sa toogi as the head coach of Manchester United that's what I believe.
Boy, never see Manchester United platform, nigga.
Li li nga wax rek bi man mos na coach Gambia anytime soon maa ngi xalaat ma demee si kanam.
Yeah, why am I well, it was good to have you, BI. Thank you very much once again. And anyone who is listening, it has been a long show today. But we will try to cut it out into different pieces. So if you are still watching the live show, please consider hitting that like button. It helps us. And if you have not subscribed yet to the Yellow Football Bantaba YouTube channel, please also consider doing that. And next week Sunday, inshallah, we'll be back on the Gambia Football Show. Mr. BI. Be new, let's call it a day. Jërëjëf waay bro.
Yeah, Mr. Chama, jërëjëf, you know. For now, léegi daal mun naa dem lekk, you know, cause ndéwo sax ndéwo ma.